Ni hao, Ohio gozaimasu, and what's up, everybody? Welcome back to welcome
Oh
back
my
to Shweebs Anime Extravaganza, the bad boys of the anime podcast industry. Part 2 of the fucking legendary doubleheader here. We're gonna finish up this quirk tier list now that Austin has. You're healthy. You went to the doctor. How'd that go?
Oh yeah.
Everything's
Picture
good?
perfect health. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
STD
waste of
free?
time. So waste of time, really, is what you're
Well,
saying.
my mental health is deteriorating by the day, but that's besides the point.
Aren't we
Yeah.
all?
We
So
don't
we're gonna
talk
finish up this second list here, the end of this list here. We've got, I think, halfway through now. So I think the rest of these we should speed through a little better. We got a rhythm down here. We're controlling Bowden. Bowden has no vetoes left. Let it be known. He does have one Danny DeVito left. Where
That's
Austin
an
and
Might
I
have, and I'm going to probably be using that.
and Austin and I both contain still one veto each, and our coveted Danny DeVetoes. So without further ado, let's get into it. Hopefully, you're a little bit more prepared here, Bowden.
Yeah.
Okay.
First up for the second half, we have Joke.
All right.
You guys remember Joke's quirk? She can pretty much make anybody laugh.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, that's S tier, right, guys?
I was gonna say at least.
No, I mean, it's good quirk.
I think it's an A tier quirk personally, because laughing will completely incapacitate somebody, especially if have you ever fought through laughter before? Laughter cripples you. Like you're in the laughing moment and you can't get out of it until you're done laughing.
I can control my laughter to a degree is the thing. Like
if someone uses our quirk against you, what are you gonna do, Chase? Are you a quirk fighter? Or can you fight against a quirk?
I could. I'll fight as hard as I could.
You are that powerful.
I don't know.
I think it's just bold to put it in A. I
It's
mean, like,
A
I get what
is-
you're saying.
It's
But
like
look at the competition. For
it's
that
not
category.
guaranteed to incapacitate someone is the thing. If it was a guarantee, do you know what I mean?
When you mention the category and I see everyone else, it's like,
Yeah.
this is a B tier quirk.
Yeah, look at you.
When I see A tier, it's like, ugh.
That was part of my issue at first. I'm like, we have Cementos and
Thank you.
Warpgate, dude.
Put
Like,
respect
come
on his name. Come on, guys. Seriously. So B tier, and I won't have anything else. I won't have any more words about it. So let's go to the next
Alrighty.
one.
Next up is Mount Lady. She can grow giant.
One of the first quirks we saw on the show, I think. One of the very first few, I think.
Yeah, one of the first
She's
few.
pretty cool.
Maybe second or third
The
one.
ability to grow big is definitely bonkers and pretty strong.
Probably
Gives
say
you a lot
C
of
or B.
advantages. You can stomp on
I
stuff.
don't think it's C. I think it's at least B.
Yeah, I could see a B. I don't know if I'd go A. Again, the comp is a little tough on that one.
Not even comp wise. It's just like A. It doesn't really grant her any other. Like, she's strong. She's just stronger because she's bigger, right? I guess that's it. She's not like quicker or anything else.
She definitely gets a lot stronger. That's for sure.
Yeah. Well,
Does gain strength.
There's a mountain, I guess. Yeah, B's good, I feel. Maybe top of B. Throw her up there a little higher. Even though she's in B. That's fine.
Well, I figured we're gonna rank the tier tier list themselves at the very end. Once we have all the tier lists filled in, we'll rank them each tier list.
It's fine. I'm not upset about it. Let's go. That's okay.
Next up is Muscular, and this is absolutely an A tier quirk. This guy's muscles can just grow to crazy sizes and he just gains immense strength. It's just a fucking super strength booster quirk.
What a great fight, dude. Still one of my favorite fights in the entire show was Midoriya versus Muscle.
It's definitely not one of the best fights at all. Literally one of the worst fights.
Tier,
but
top
all right.
3, top tier.
It's the only reason
Coda.
Deku beat him was because of plot armor. Let's be honest. Like, he absolutely should have dusted Deku with his quirk. His quirk is insane.
I'll say something a little controversial here. Better fight. It was a more exciting fight than Midoriya versus Shia Hasakai. What was his name again? Overload. I liked it more than
That's
that.
such a
it was
brain
more
dead
dramatic.
take. I don't even know what to say to that.
It was more dramatic. I think the second half of that fight was so boring to me. With it's so boring.
You're such a troll. All right, Chase, how about you undo another button in your shirt? All right, let's.
I can't. They're all undone.
They're already.
Also, what do you think? Do you think A tier? Do you think B tier? Where do you think Muscular lies?
You know,
or another
that was
tier,
a really good fight in the show.
Thank you.
I just don't know if I say it was like the best.
I didn't say it.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't say you did. You know,
A tier. I'm happy with A tier.
I could say A, yeah. I could go down with that.
It's really strong. I mean,
He's muscular.
yeah, just so much enhancement strength. There.
Tons of lat work. I mean, tons of lat work.
Not as strong as his traps can't get as big as the other trap guy can.
The trapezoid, but
Trapezoid.
whatever.
All right, next up is Mustard. This guy can like basically secrete like
Any condiment.
poisonous gas.
Oh.
He's got a poisonous gas quirk.
Ooh, I like that a lot. I like that a lot.
This is probably an A tier quirk, if I'm being honest, because like that's just pretty deadly. And like unless you can hold your breath long enough to beat him and find him in the cloud of poison gas, that's pretty tough to beat.
It's a top tier villain quirk. If we're talking, because we were talking yesterday about how what was her name? Curiosity. Curious.
Curious. Yeah.
Curious. How her bombs are like pretty like great for villainous behavior and stuff, like a great villain quirk. I think that one's even better. And
It
where
is
did
a
we put
villain
Curious?
quirk for sure.
We put Curious in B, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe B is more appropriate for his quirk.
Yeah.
Because now that I'm thinking about it, Team 1B did beat him. Like
You think he has a brother named Ketchup?
Yikes.
We're actually gonna cut this episode short. That's what we're... No, B's cool.
Oh, man.
B's
I've been
cool.
sitting on that for a minute.
A seems just like you're getting nutty in A. Now that I am looking at everybody in A, it's just you are really getting nutty. Poisonous gas, you could hold your breath. A lot of heroes can hold their breath, and you automatically win that.
There are people who
It's
have like
true.
a world record for holding their breath. What if he's fighting one of them?
That's true. What if? And what if he's in a field?
Next up we got we'll put him in B. Next up we got the guy who can grow his hair long from I think Shiketsu.
Dude
Lot
looks
of
like one of
hair.
the guys from ZZ Top.
A lot of hair quirks in this.
This
show.
is a D tier quirk, let's be honest.
Whoa. Okay.
Do I
no,
hear
it's
a
fine.
veto?
No, it's fine.
Veto from Chase for the hair quirk.
No,
Yeah, I mean-
that would be silly. I'm not that much of a troll.
Next up we have Nanashimara, who had One for All. And her original quirk was before she had One for All was float. She could just fly, which is pretty sick.
Any flying quirk, I automatically toss it like A and higher. Like flying is just so fucking useful in every shape and form.
Although we put Daigoro Banjo in B because of his Black Whip, but he had also One for All. Should we put the One for All people all in SS, or should we go
I
off the
feel like
original quirk?
We're going off the original quirk, right? Because One for All is the culmination of like all of these powers that shape
Well,
it.
what the
Yeah,
fuck
we know
was
what One for
All
All is,
Might's
Chase.
original quote then outside of that,
What?
right? Well, then
Well,
what was
Deku
All
and
Might?
All Might were quirkless, both of them. But
Well,
we
then
have
if
him
we're
in
going
SS.
off of their original quirk, his original quirk is One for All. So are we counting it that way?
Fuck,
You know what?
bro.
We're gonna put him in SS because they all had One for All. That just makes the most sense. Because otherwise,
Yeah.
if we do the original quirk, Deku and All Might wouldn't be on the list.
Tro.
Let's do that.
Very
Fuck it.
true.
I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, next up is Monoma, who has the quirk copy. You can copy your
okay.
quirk for like
That's
5
your
minutes.
dude.
This is an S tier quirk. It is S tier. I'm
I know it
sorry.
is.
The only reason it's not SS is that he can't copy every quirk perfectly. He has blanks, and he has a limited number of quirks he can copy up to.
You
at
can
a
only
time.
use one at a
Three-
time too.
Yeah, and it's up to 3 at once that he can hold, or 5, I believe. But I love that character. I love the quirk. Any ability where you steal other people's quirks is so cool to me. It's always just like, haha, it's mine now. Like,
You're a thief simp.
yeah, I am a thief simp.
Do you think it's
Monoma's
S tier though, or
S tier.
A tier?
It's got to be S tier to me.
I'd say S.
Because
It's
honestly.
got to
Think
be
about it.
S tier.
You gotta,
can't
like-
any quirk, bro.
You have to get close
Almost
enough to
any-
touch the person, and you only have it for a few minutes. And you can only if the person knows like what if you're fighting somebody who has a shitty quirk, and then you just copy it, and you also have a shitty quirk. It's like how's that going to help you?
Well, I think he can. It looked like he could use multiple. Like he copied
Yeah, you can
multiple
hold
at
on to
once.
3
Can he
quirks
have them
and
stored up
stick
in him,
them
like a
between
few
them.
stored up, and then just
Well,
use
that's
one
what he
at a
did in the
time?
fight
Yeah.
with Deku.
In class 1, the most recent class 1A versus class 1B clash, when
Oh, shit, that was
when they encountered each other, he had up to 3 quirks. He touched Midoriya, and he got a blank there, but he had other quirks with him at the time.
was that how it worked in
I
the
think so.
season
Mhm.
5?
Believe that's how it worked. I believe that's how
I
it
actually
works.
just rewatched that because I loved that whole like class fight. So I just watched all those episodes again.
I just love Monoma. He's
earlier
People
this year.
hated the class fights online, but I'm like, what the fuck are you guys watching? Like, it's
Online
fun.
isn't
Yeah,
always
dude.
right.
His quirk is copy allows him to duplicate and use another person's quirk after coming into physical contact.
4 quirks.
He's currently
at one
able to hold
time.
4 at a time and can maintain
10
copy
minutes.
powers for
S tier.
10 minutes. Oh, that's pretty great. Okay, that's S tier. Yeah.
10 minutes. That's a pretty significant amount of time for a fight.
He can just dish out a few quirks to okay.
And have like, yeah, you just gotta touch them. I mean, that's
All
the
right,
downside, sure, but yeah.
Next up is Neji Raejado, whose quirk is Surge. She can basically take like her life force and like turn it into energy. She
That was
basically just
pretty hard.
fires like
Yeah.
energy pulses. She can fly using the energy, and this is just an S tier quirk.
And this is just an S tier quirk.
It just is. Like she can fly. She shoots energy beams. Like it's great.
Is it okay?
It's
Chase,
like
you
she's
feel
from
like
the Dragon Ball universe.
I just don't like
Kinda
something to
quirk.
say.
what.
I feel like you have something to say.
Yeah, Chase, speak
Well,
up, Chase.
you know,
Is it because she's a woman?
Okay, let's go to
Ooh.
the next one.
That's what I thought.
I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Oh, this guy. I remember this guy.
You bested me again.
Bowden's like, oh yes, I remember this guy. Goes to open a tab to look this guy up.
I don't. I thought I had class 1B open just now.
You
God
did. I
damn
think
it.
you closed it immediately.
Damn it. But yeah, this guy's from class 1B. He's like a little dorky looking nerd. Little nerd.
Get
dork.
Wow.
Little nerd
Wow.
dork.
Wait, let me see him again.
Bowden would have bullied this kid in school.
He was the guy that always wore like a scouter from DBZ on his head.
Oh
on his
yeah,
eye.
dude, fuck this guy. Throw him an F. I don't even know what he does. I hate him though. Just as
Yeah,
a
you,
person.
Nirangeki Shota. Yeah, that's his name. You don't even know what he does yet.
I know. He just looks like he was just a little bitch.
His quirk is Twin Impact. Oh, I remember this. Yeah, his quirk allows him to strike a target and then remotely make the point of contact experience a second
actually,
impact.
That's one
kind
of
of
the-
cool.
That's one of the quirks that the dude we just did took and then hit him. He
Yeah.
hit Deku later on. That was pretty sick.
That dude.
Pretty good. Pretty good quirk.
I like that.
That's a fancy quirk. It's not super powerful, but it is
not
a very
F tier.
it's a tricksy little quirk.
I'd put him in
Yeah.
a B.
Yeah, I think that's a solid B quirk right there.
Yeah.
B.
Because you could
though.
totally catch, especially if he's combined with someone else who's got a more like offensively based quirk. He could
Right.
really help like catch someone off guard with that second hit. that
Well,
can
he
come
has to be
technically
really.
whenever.
He has to be really strong. It's his initial burst that makes.
And if
You know
he
what I
can
mean?
choose like a different impact spot, like if he impacts multiple spots, you don't know which one he'll choose and when he'll do it. Like you can be very creative with that quirk.
Yeah, that's a
I
C
think that's
tier.
pretty good.
That's
Do
a
I
C
smell
tier.
a Danny DeVito?
I won't
Yeah,
Danny
Chase, me and
DeVito
Austin
that
choose
one.
B. What
I'm
do you-
still
what do you-
saving my Danny DeVito, possibly for the cloud, but we're gonna allow this to go.
Mhm.
All right, next up we
Still
have
about the cloud.
13 from UA. She basically has like a black hole quirk where she can like suck you in, I guess. I don't know where you go. I don't know if you just get killed or something.
Just
I don't know how that quirk works really.
Well, we can't
But-
understand black holes.
No one understands black holes. A tier.
No.
Yeah, I'm thinking A. This sounds like an A.
You know, just the sound, just talking about black holes. Like it's above my pay grade. I think it's A tier.
Yeah.
I think it's good.
We need
That's
Stephen
safe.
Hawking as a guest on here.
Yeah, we need the.
Can we
Rest
get
in
Steve
peace.
on for next episode?
Actually,
guys?
Steve's in the waiting room right now.
Yeah,
let's see if we
Steve,
can
why
get
don't you
in.
pop on?
He's having trouble getting into the. I allowed you to come in, Steve.
Ooh. He's having.
Chase, this
Okay.
is in bad
Close.
taste because he's been dead for years.
Yeah,
he
that
is
was a
dead.
little-
He is dead, everybody. I'm sorry. We don't have Stephen Hawking here.
Oh, this is a fun one. Next up, we have Ochako Uraraka, who has the quirk Zero Gravity. This to
gal.
me is an S tier quirk.
Is it Bowden? Because it's
Yes.
not an S tier.
Yes, it is
and
S tier.
it's a joke that you say that.
Let me. This
Oh,
is
because
S
she's
tier.
the main character, and no,
No.
because she's a girl.
You
you're
can make
throwing S tier?
anything weightless, dude. Did you see what she
Yeah.
did on that hero
Wow.
mission? That was awesome.
Yeah, she made
S-
things weightless.
Dude, can you imagine? Dude, she flew with her, made herself weightless. They launched her into the sky. She can practically float with that quirk. Then she made the entire plane weightless. She made the guy weightless so she could flip
You're
him onto the ground and
telling me-
handcuff him.
You're telling me that her quirk is as good and better than Dabi, Cementos, Best Genist, all of these people. It's not
These
that
people are at the
good.
top.
It's
Do you know
not.
who else is on A tier? Manga Fukudashi, who can make onomatopoeia real. Mr.
I
Compress is on
disagreed
A.
with his placement today. I didn't want to
Kurogiri, who can just warp around. His is also a support quirk. His is more of a support quirk than hers is. And he's on
Yeah.
A tier.
I mean, no, I'm not saying her quirk's bad. I just don't think S tier. Maybe A tier.
Oh,
All
yeah,
right,
it could
so-
be A. I don't know about S.
S tier
If
I
you
didn't
guys,
know
if you
S
guys
to
both
me.
think A, then I'm overruled.
You
So
are
what's
overruled. And
what's up to you,
And you're
Austin?
out of taste.
What do you think?
Bowden.
It's up to me. Oh, man, all
Yeah.
eyes on me for this one. Oh, golly.
Well, if you think about it, anybody who uses super strength that she makes them weightless, they don't have super strength anymore. They've lost all their mass. They have no fucking power. In my that's I feel like that's how the
It
quirk would
can't
work.
be S. It
That's
can't.
headcanon?
It just can't be S. I mean, look at S.
What?
I'm just look at S. I mean, I'm just.
Well, okay. Well, the argument
Bro,
is good.
her
Bowden's
quirk is a
good
rescue
argument.
quirk.
It's
Dude,
really
oh,
good,
it's-
but just I'm looking at who else is in that category, and
It's
I
like-
just feel like we're doing a disservice.
I mean,
A
does-
is tough too.
If she touches somebody, I mean, is the fight over? Like, how does that work? Like,
well, how is
nearly. What can they do if they're just floating in the air, unable to like move and gain momentum and do anything? She knows martial arts.
well, yeah, she's all right with martial arts. Stop it.
Oh my god.
She's no-
Okay,
Everyone
for
here
sure.
knows martial arts, Bowden.
dude. I don't know. I don't know about this.
I don't know.
It's schools of militia
It's
children.
not
They
S-
have to
it's
know
not
martial
S
arts.
tier. I can't let it be S tier.
I don't know.
It's up to
tier.
Austin, Chase. Chase, we're split. It's up to Austin. Austin, what do you
Oh,
think?
God damn it!
Austin,
what do
I'm
you
looking
think?
at A, and I don't even feel right about it. But I guess it is a good point. So A, I guess.
Well, you think lower than A?
No, A.
Piece of shit.
It's the issue of just B is not like maybe top of B, just because she needs to work
Oh wait.
on it a little bit.
Oh wait. Was I saying S? Wait, hold on. S.
You were saying S this whole
You
time.
were fighting for
Oh,
S
I was looking
tier.
at the A category and I was
Okay.
saying S.
No. Okay. Well, I don't know.
Put her below
Oh.
Cementos now.
I meant A the whole time. I was looking at A category and I
still
thought
think
that was
top
S.
of B. I could argue top of B. I don't know that I'm going to agree with A. I think it needs to be top.
Chase,
of
what
B.
do you think? You thought A, right?
I was still hesitant about A, but the explanation you gave me, and like we have seen it be super useful in a lot of situations. Like it's
A, boys.
edge
Moving
of
on.
A. It's edge of A.
All right, next up we have Overhaul. I mean, kind of an S tier quirk. The guy can like
S tier.
break down matter and recombine it.
S
It's like-
tier.
it's like
S.
pretty-
Almost
Actually,
SS.
Or would
almost
you call that
SS.
SS? Maybe I don't know.
Dude,
Is that
breaking down
SS?
matter and recreating things like that's like
And being able to use
crazy.
it yourself, like to combine it with your
Yeah.
own. That is SS. Yeah.
It's
That's
Yeah, that might be.
crazy.
That's
It's
kind of SS.
Crazy.
Because nobody could stop him unless they just battered him to fucking pieces.
Oh, next up we have someone from the Wild Wild Pussycats. Pixie Bob.
Ah,
I forget
yes,
her quirk,
Pixie
though.
Bub.
Is she the Earthbender? I think she's the Earthbender.
Well, she's a cat.
Yeah, Earth Flow allows her to freely manipulate the Earth for a variety. She's an Earthbender. That's like S tier, right? I mean, that's pretty sick.
Is it as good as Cementos? We have to compare these now because
It
It's
might
better
be
than Cementos.
Better because
think
he
it's
can only use
weaker,
cement. She
though.
can do the earth.
would we really allow that?
Bro, and Earth
though?
is everywhere.
Earth is everywhere.
Unless
That's
you're in
when
the
you could
sky.
say, what if she's in a field?
Unless you're in the sky.
if she's
What
in a
about that?
field, she's good.
Okay, but if she's in the sky,
I mean, she could bring the earth up to the sky.
Okay.
And how is she
I
going
don't
to get
know,
into
man.
the sky?
Yeah, no,
Where's-
earthbending is like crazy strong. A or S.
It's
Earth-
A. I feel if we have Cementos in A, she should probably be an A. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's a lot of the elemental people are in A right now.
Elementals.
Except Kaminari for some reason. Let's go to the next character.
Watch
Hmm.
your mouth.
Okay, Pony. Next up is Pony. What was her?
Yes, she becomes a horse.
She can shoot her horns out. She's F.
Is that all she can do is shoot horns? Oh, I remember her.
Her horns like fire from her head, I
Yeah.
guess, and yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, get her out of here.
Or maybe
Get her outta
D. D
No.
D is pretty shitty. Come on, like she might be D, especially
She's
if they're
not-
pointy and she fires them out fast enough.
Do
They're like
something.
they're projectiles, you know.
No, she's not even. I don't even know why we have the guy that talks to animals in D tier. I don't even know why that's there right now. I forgot how that even got.
Look at his
how
little
that-
face.
The animals
Because
don't
if there are a
have-
lot of animals around, they could actually do some. They could help
like
a lot.
if there are, I guess. I don't know.
What if
Animals
they're
are
in a
everywhere
field?
too. Like, what are you talking about?
I don't know. I'm upset. You're upsetting me right now. They're firing horns out. Do they regrow right away? They do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Probably D tier. We don't need to chase. How about you stop spending time on these fucking D tier quirks? Okay. Next up, we have Power Loader from UA. He has like metal tipped fingers for like digging and shit.
where do you want to put that one, Bowden? S tier?
I'm thinking probably D tier.
Oh, is that where you think?
If we have like death arms, it's like kind of a physical quirk, but like I don't know. Can he dig fast?
How fast can he dig?
At a rate of how many feet per second? I'm wondering. Can we consult someone, Steven, in the waiting room?
Sound off in the comments if you
what's
know
his
the
name?
answer.
What is his name again?
Diglett.
Diglett, of course. Okay, so he's not as strong as Diglett, I would say. It's a ground Pokemon, introduced Generation 1, ground Steel type in Generation 7. So I don't think he's as strong as a Diglett, for instance, who can just doesn't even need strong tips. He's just like a circular shaped creature, and he can dig. Let's throw him in F tier.
D tier it is. Next up, we have Present Mike. Present Mike,
the guy that digs holes.
Yeah, I mean he's got metal. Yeah, like what? Chase, why are you trying to spend time on these D and F tier quirks? Like, we gotta get through these.
We're trying to be accurate here.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Whatever.
We have Present Mike, who can amplify his voice to insane degrees. He has super high treble, super high bass, crazy pitch. I think this is A. Yeah, what you said A, Austin?
I think so. What do you think, Chase?
Yeah, it's the strongest like sound quirk we've seen, and like sound, we haven't seen it to like the full extent that I think it can go to. I'm really excited to see it get to that extent. I think we're going to see it in the next season, especially since we've found out the revelation behind Kurogiri. Is that his name? The Warp Gate?
Yeah.
Who he is.
And he definitely wants to murder some people. Based
Yeah,
on
yeah.
his commentary.
Him and
so
Eraserhead had some special time this season.
he clearly has some powers that allow him to do that.
Yeah, he's
so.
a pivotal figure at UA. I think he's strong as fuck, and I like his ability. So I think A tier is good.
Yeah, it makes sense.
If you get like your eardrums blown out, you're kind of fucked.
Do you lose like your what do you call it? Like when you lose when you blow out your eardrums, I was gonna say you lose like your what is it? Centrifugal force or something like I don't know what the word is.
You have no force.
You lose the force.
I don't know.
I've had vertigo. I've suffered from vertigo before.
That's what it is.
And vertigo is like the shittiest. It's like something you've heard about. Whatever.
No, I just dropped the ball so bad.
I was laughing at
what I
all.
was trying to say.
I know. Next up is Principal Nezu. He's just really smart. That's his quirk.
So that's SS tier, right? Lets you do anything.
Where
What
would
does
a
he
quirk
do?
be that makes you super smart?
So he's like the Shikamaru, but doesn't do anything else.
It's not a.
He's also
fighting.
quick and combative, though. I think he's definitely got some. I don't want to say he's like. I don't want to put him too low because super intelligence. I don't think you should undermine what that can do.
Right.
Super
Especially if he's like if he decides like he's right now he's a principal, but what if he decided to be like a hero and be like a strategist and like lead an agency and shit like that, you know?
That could be an A move, I think, based on that, right? I don't want to be bold, but
it can't be S. It's got to be below S, maybe.
I feel like this quirk is specifically non-battle related, and I feel like we should like assess it for it like not in a fighting way.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Just as a purely non-combative, strategical.
I think he's
quirk.
important.
I think
he
that's
could be very pivotal to a team.
Yeah,
being
he's also
super smart is
cute.
so
So,
good.
think about how cute he is. As
He's
a
a
person.
little. He's
an
maybe a
adorable
mouse,
guy.
maybe a dog.
And yeah, he gets you under your skin there. So that's good. It's a good placement. I'll agree with that.
Oh, next up is Ragdoll from Wild Wild Pussycats. Her quirk was called Search. I forget exactly what it did though. I remember it being interesting. Let me see here.
Let's see if I can load it up before Bowden's computer does.
Is that the computer Ash gave you?
Yep.
Makes sense.
Yeah, search. Her quirk allowed her to observe and monitor up to 100 people at a time, including their location and weak points.
Well, that is helpful.
Yeah, I do remember because that's underrated, right? Kind of underrated.
Well, I feel like that's equally as impressive as the principles. I mean, knowing their weak points resolves quite a bit of issues, you know?
And she's currently quirkless because All for One took her quirk because of how good it is. He desperately wanted
She shouldn't
that
even
quirk.
be on this. She shouldn't even be on this list then, right? No quirk.
Well, I'm gonna put her.
No, I'm just kidding.
It is her quirk, you know.
No, I mean that said something. If All for One desperately wanted to go after them as well. Oh, didn't he go after that so he could kill Midnight? What was that guy's name? Also a fanboy of. He was All Might's like. He trained
Night Eye or whatever.
Night Eye, yeah, Night Eye. Was that it?
Is that it?
Oh, I forget. I don't think so.
All
for One was dealt with by the time we met Night Eye.
Yeah, never mind.
But this is another like non-battle quirk, but it's like insanely good, and I feel like A is probably appropriate, similar to how Nezu is in A.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, she can detect so many people and determine their weak points. That's super helpful.
She knows their location up to 100 at one time. She can monitor people.
How does she get that though? Does she have to touch them? She just has to think about it?
I think she has to see them. I can double check quick.
Well, if you have to see them, then
well, no, like maybe see them one time and then she can always access their location. Maybe
that's crazy,
right?
Because that's OP as fuck. I mean,
that's
look at her.
Crazy. She does. She resonates chaotic energy.
Yeah. Toxic.
Yeah, observe and monitor. So maybe she only has to see them to activate it. Yeah, I'm not sure. Probably it has to be either touch or sight. I would.
It really drops for me if you have to maintain sight the entire time.
No, not the entire time.
That's what I mean.
You just have to see them once. No, yeah, I know that they don't have to be in the vicinity.
Like I think she sees them one time and then
because
can, like,
she monitors their location. That would make no sense if she has to look at them the whole time. What's the point of knowing their location if you
you got me there. I mean? You got me there, and I like your style, Bowden. Let's go to the next one.
And I like
Redestro. Quirk is stress or frustration.
If I had this quirk, I'd be pretty strong too.
What a vibe.
The obligatory joke everybody makes.
He was so cool this season, man. Like oh my god, so dope.
I'd give him an A piece.
You think A?
I'd give him an A piece.
Yeah.
Do you think higher?
I think A is appropriate.
I don't think it's S.
I don't think it's S.
But A.
What if you're not that stressed out that week?
Yeah, but he can store it. So he just, however many times he's been stressed, he can access that stress. I mean, think about how many times you've been stressed out, Chase. Imagine if you had all that to use at your disposal.
I would explode.
Yeah.
Let's just say Japan wouldn't exist in the world if I lived there and I had his ability. So yeah, A or S. Cheeto's attacking me.
I'm gonna say A. Yeah. Oh my god, there's Cheeto. Cheeto is the guest for the pod.
I've been attacked.
Look at Cheeto.
I can't move.
I'm wounded.
Oh man. Next up is Recovery Girl, and I don't know about you guys, but this is like an S tier quirk. I mean, it's super healing. Oh no, Chase is incapacitated.
I just do this without me. He's got me in a sleeper hold. Oh.
The sleeper.
Oh god.
You good, Chase?
I'm fine.
Do the pod.
Recovery Girl is good. A good quirk.
Is
okay.
Good.
I guess if anyone wants to contribute, you just let me know. I'll go ahead and put her in S.
I'm still like on the. I mean, I think S is important, but she has to kiss him, right? That's her like whole thing, right?
I don't know if she has to or if she chooses to, and she's just kinky.
That'd be fucked up.
She
does kiss kids all the time.
Pretty much immediately.
As an adult.
I mean, like, it's insane healing. Like,
yeah.
It's S tier.
That's like
it is S tier. It's all.
I mean, Midoriya was like destroying his limbs, bones, and muscles, and she'd be like, "You're good."
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess that's pretty
just
fair.
lay down for a few hours. No, it's S tier.
Next up is Rei Todoroki, Todoroki's mom.
Ice.
And I'm not sure if the other kids have quirks or not. We haven't seen them and they're not confirmed, but we know she has the ice quirk. So it's the only other Todoroki I could really put on the list.
We have to objectively put it in B. We put the other ice guy in B. So we have to be consistent here.
Plus, we
No,
don't
no,
know.
no.
Well, we don't know what
What?
she's capable of as her.
Well, absolutely.
we don't
yeah.
know what
We don't-
she can
first of
Explain
all-
how it's a no, Bowden.
First of all,
Explain
because,
right now.
because Getten's ice ability is not, we have not seen it perform like Todoroki's does, and Todoroki's ice ability is going in S when we get to him, and Todoroki's going in S, obviously, we know that, or SS, we don't know yet. We'll fight that out. But if her ice quirk is like Todoroki's, it's going in, it's got to be S tier or A tier.
You're absolutely insane and so inconsistent. You can't put Getten's ice ability was so strong against Dabi. Like, what are you talking about? He made
Getten-
mountains of ice.
Here's my
Absolute
issue.
mountains. He's
Here's
a
my
commander
issue.
now. He's
Let
one of the
me-
commanders in the fucking army, the Paranormal Liberation Army. That's insane. You have
It's
to
about what we
fire
see,
that.
though.
Yeah,
yes,
that
and
is.
we saw he absolutely clashed.
He just
with
flew
Dabi.
around on like an ice
Clashed with
surfboard
Dabi.
and like,
He's
But
one
in the
of
same way
top
that we
10.
saw her, in the same ways we saw him fight Dabi, we haven't seen her do anything. We have absolutely no idea what she's able
And
to
we
do with
also
that
put
quirk.
him below A for some reason, below Dabi. I'm absolutely befuddled right now.
Well, I
Getten
mean,
needs
just-
to go up to A, I think. Because you can
Jeez,
fly
like-
with it. He can create like constructs with it. It's insane, bro.
if Getten's
You put
going
him
in
in
A,
B.
so
You
is
put him in
Cloud
B,
Cloud.
Bowden. You
Cloud
put
is going in
ice-
A too then.
That's the most. You're just acting out of passion now. You're just being passionate.
No, because he can
You're
fly
insane.
with it, just like you said. He can fly with the clouds, Chase.
No, but it's not even combative, Bowden. It's purely
Yes, it
support.
is.
No,
it's literally
not.
combative.
You ever get hit with a cloud, Bowden? No, he hides people in it. Read the fucking description again. It's ridiculous. The cloud guy should be lower, maybe D tier. Getten should be an A tier if we're going to be consistent. You can't put the Todoroki family Ice Woman in
I
A
think-
tier if
I think
Getten's
Rei
in B tier.
Ray Todoroki's going in A.
I'm
I think
Danny
we'll settle
DeVito
with
in
A.
that right now. I'm absolutely
That's a Danny
disgusted.
DeVito.
I'm disgusted by this. It's so inconsistent. Oh,
So
we
what, she's
saw
going in B?
Todoroki's ice. It's stronger.
Well,
You're
that's your
fucking
veto.
Crazy. You're crazy.
There's Chase's veto.
That's a veto. All
So
right.
inconsistent.
All right, your veto was used
So,
on Ray
I
Todoroki.
want all the
can't
fans
wait.
to sound off in the comments how ridiculous this inconsistency is right now.
Sound
We
off in the
actually saw
comments.
Getten fight, and we're just speculating that the mom's ice is better. Oh my god!
Because it's like it's got to be like Todoroki's, right?
That's your assumption. First off, second off, she
She's
wasn't even
his
a hero.
mom,
and, she
and
wasn't
he
even a
inherited
hero.
both of their quirks.
And she wasn't even a hero, dog. Like, get out of here. Oh god,
Bro. Okay, so we're next up is Reiko from Class 1B. Reiko's quirk is Poltergeist. Her quirk allows her to telekinetically control nearby objects. The weight limit of her quirk is roughly the weight of the average human. So she has telekinesis, and she can control stuff that's as heavy as a human or below that.
It's pretty.
No,
pretty,
I mean humans
clutch.
can be like fat gum level human.
The
That's a good
average
point.
human.
Probably,
He's-
maybe,
he's
yeah,
good
maybe
to
at
have.
most like 200, 300 pounds.
That's what I'm picturing.
Well, average human, so maybe like 200 pounds and below.
That's pretty cool, useful, but not really on the level of some of these like higher A.
Pop it in a C piece,
I don't
right?
think it's in B either. I think it would be a C tier. I was gonna say
C
as well.
piece?
You think C? Yeah, because we have
Yeah,
this
it's
other
not
guy who
like-
can like throw stuff and like that's kind of similar to that.
Yeah, it's specifically if it was a larger weight limit, like if it was like an unlimited weight limit, that would be crazy.
Yeah,
that'd be like S
that-
tier.
If she could throw buildings around, if she could
That'd
train
be
her
S
quirk
tier,
and get
yeah.
heavier stuff, that'd be sick.
Yeah.
Next up is Riki Dosado from Class 1A. He has the
Mhm.
Sugar Rush quirk where he consumes sugar and gets stronger for a few minutes.
Yeah.
But his cognitive abilities go down with the more sugar he eats, so he gets dumber.
yeah.
It's a strength boost quirk, which is good.
But it's only a few minutes, and you have to always have food on you that has sugar in it. It seems like there's too much going for it.
Well,
like,
you can just eat raw sugar. You just have a pouch on your belt that has a bunch of sugar in it. You know,
yeah.
I
don't think
mean,
it's
like,
B tier.
him getting dumber.
You're hovering
is
B,
not
I don't like
great.
that.
Well, that's why I feel like C might be fair because like if he doesn't have sugar on him, what is he good for?
Absolutely
That's true.
nothing.
If the sugar's taken away from him, he doesn't have strength, and he gets dumber. The stronger he gets, the
So
more
he's
sugar
just
he
a
eats.
dumb guy that doesn't do anything.
Let it
without
be known.
sugar.
I think. Let it be known. I think D tier, but I'm okay.
It's a strength booster though. That's at least C tier. Come on, he gets real strong.
Yeah.
Let's be fair.
We put the guy with the strong arms in D tier though too, and he
But
always
he
has
just
those.
has strong arms. If he eats more sugar, he gets stronger and stronger. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and also
There's
dumber
like-
and dumber. He doesn't know what he's doing.
Chase doesn't
Good
seem
movie.
to assess the levels of quirks here. He
Go
just
and put a
kind of
cloud in B tier. Let's keep going though.
I would fight to the death for that. Next up is somebody from the Shie Hasaikai who forget it's loading. Don't worry. There it is. Thanks for having any kind of reference material on hand, guys. You guys are the best.
What?
His
Mine's loaded.
quirk is vitality stealing. I don't even remember this. It allows him to siphon away other
Oh, I
people's
do.
stamina by
He fought-
inhaling their strength.
He was
Away
fighting
from
God
him.
Killer. Do you remember?
He can use the
or
stolen
Sun Eater?
stamina to greatly increase his own size and strength.
Yeah. Do you not remember his
Oh, he
fight with
needs to be
Sun
touching
Eater?
the target though.
Or what is his name?
Did
Sun
he?
Eater?
I don't think he fought Sun Eater, did he?
Yeah, I thought that's who he. Oh,
Oh,
different
was
guy.
this the first guy they fought? Like when they were about to storm the
Outside?
base,
It was.
they
Mount
fought him
Lady?
outside immediately.
It took like a ton of people to fight against him.
Yeah, never mind. I was thinking of the other guy down in that room, where Sun Eater was fighting. Yeah, I do remember this guy outside. He looked pretty brawlic and stuff, pretty strong. It took a lot of people to take him down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's another good strength booster quirk. I feel like it's better than C though. I feel like maybe B.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything
Because-
about a limit on anything either. It just looks like
Right, you don't get-
doing it.
There's not the downside that you get from like a sugar rush. You do have to be touching the target, but like if you're quick enough, you can get your hands on someone. It's not a big deal.
He's got like a sock on his head too. It's pretty cool.
That's
That's a sock.
cool.
That is a sock. Yeah. That Nike.
Maybe bottom of B for now is like
Yeah.
appropriate.
I dig.
Oh god, this guy. I guess actually I don't hate this guy anymore.
Oh,
he was
he
kind
has
of a dick in the
this.
beginning.
Oh, is he the ear things or?
He's rock lock. He can essentially touch an object and then like lock it in place, whether that be in midair or whatever.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
kind of
He was a part of the Shia Hasakai invasion, right? The
right. He helped storm the base.
It's not that
Um,
great, guys. And he was also a dick. You're right. He was pretty much a dick.
Yeah, I
He
wasn't
didn't
a fan
like
of
the
his
kids.
personality.
He didn't like the kids, like as if he wasn't a kid at one point, like trying to be a hero.
Do you think this is C or D? 'Cause
Well,
I'm kind of looking at it.
I'll go last. What do you think?
What was
Ross?
his quirk again? Run that back. Tell me.
So like he can like touch an object, and then like say throw it in the air, and he can lock it in place. So like he can freeze an object in midair. Like it's kind of hard to describe.
Does this include people? Can he do this with people?
I can look it up quick if you want.
I can look it up. You don't have to do that. I'll help out a little
Rock.
bit.
Rock lock.
Rock lobster?
Ken Takagi. Yeah, I don't know if there's like a weight limit or lockdown. His quirk allows him to immobilize any non-living thing he's touched, stopping it in a fixed location in space. It can be overwhelmed by enough force, and it cannot be applied to large areas.
I'd probably pop in a D.
I don't think it's
kinda
that like.
not helpful.
I'm not. I
if you
guess I'm
can't
just
do
not.
it to a lot
Yeah,
of
I'm not
stuff.
thinking of it maybe in its strongest form, but to me it just sounds like pretty weak. It seems super situational,
It is very situational.
and it can be
um,
overpowered. It says so. It's not even like. Yeah, it can just be, if you're stronger than it, which I imagine a lot of these people are. Just push it out of the way or undo it. I'd say D tier.
Yeah. Personally,
What do you think, Bowden? You don't like that? You're gonna put it
No,
where you
I'm
want
a-
anyway.
I'm okay with it, but yeah, I don't want to take too long. I guess if you guys both think D, then I'm overruled. I'm really in between C and D, but like yeah, I just feel like he's better than a lot of these people in this tier, but like it's fine. Next up is
It's a cool one.
Ryukyu, who has the
Yeah.
dragon quirk. She can turn into a big fucking dragon. Big dragon.
I like that. I like that move a lot. She also is cool looking aesthetically.
This is probably A tier. I mean, she can turn into a huge dragon, super strong. She can fly. You know what I mean?
A tier, huh?
I mean, Redestro is in A tier. If she's not on, like, he gets real strong.
Yeah, but as a dinosaur, isn't she like a T-Rex?
She's a
She's
dragon. How do
it's
you
a
not
dragon,
remember who
right?
she
It's
is?
a dragon. Yeah. No, I do remember.
And she can fly.
I thought it was a dinosaur.
Mr. Everybody who can fly goes in S tier. Where do you think this flying quirk
No,
goes?
I did not say that. I did not say that at all. I said it's up there though. No, super strong.
It's at least
A
B.
tier's
We can
cool.
probably agree with that.
Yeah, I
right?
could agree for
B,
sure.
B,
B,
yeah,
if
B's fine.
nothing.
I'm comparing it to other people in A.
It is really like it's Tokyo. It's like better than Tokyomi's though, so I feel like it's A tier. You're right. I pop it in A, baby.
Alrighty. Oh, next up is the girl from the one school that they fought. Her quirk was IQ. I think she can do immense amount of calculations in like a very quick amount of time. So it's like similar to being the super smart quirk like Principal Nezu, but
Is that it though? It's limited to just calculations.
She's basically like a strategist, like a super strategist. Yeah, make quick decisions really quickly, calculate outcomes.
Well, now wouldn't we put that in with like Principal and the girl who can do the thing with like looking at other
I mean, at
people?
this point, it's
the
like,
same vein.
how do we
That's what I'm
differentiate
thinking.
it at this point? Yeah, we have to be consistent. Although we're not so far, right? You know, with getting
I think
and
we're
whatnot.
pretty. I think we're aside from maybe a few we disagree on, we're pretty consistent. I feel like.
Yeah,
feel like we're doing pretty
I know
good.
you do. Let's go to the next one.
Next up, we have the meatball guy quirk. He can turn people
Oh,
into
yeah.
meatballs of flesh.
All right, so this is
The grossest quirk.
it was so gross.
And he can do it with his own body too.
I mean, have you guys never
Um,
wanted to turn yourself into a meatball before? I mean,
I
am
feel
the only
often
one
like
here?
I already
Every single
am a
night.
meatball.
Every single night.
I go to bed dreaming about being a meatball.
Like, son of a bitch, I'm still not a meatball.
Where's the meatball quirk?
Realistically,
I don't
I could
see
probably
him.
pop him in at an F or a D. I just don't understand the
Really?
benefit here. Yeah, I really. It's just
Damn.
missing me on
Bowden
every
wants to
mark.
put him in S tier.
I mean,
I
I'll let
feel
you
like
guys
it's-
decide, but that's my own personal opinion. I don't.
I
He's
feel
missing
like-
the mark.
I feel like C tier because he can incapacitate someone pretty handedly. Like once they're a meatball, they have literally, from what we've seen, they have no way of getting out of the meatball unless he is defeated, and then it deactivates.
I mean, yeah, that's a good point. I just guess it's
He manipulates raw flesh. He can knead other people's bodies into disfigured balls of flesh, leaving them incapacitated.
how Does
Right.
it
His
touch him?
own flesh is more versatile. It can be detached, expanded, and remotely controlled for
Okay,
offensive.
all right. Yeah, I guess that's what I'm in. It's C tier.
It's C. I'd
Austin's
say
not
it's C.
happy
I didn't
about the
know.
meatball
No,
quirk.
you're not wrong. It's
Are you a
C
vegan
tier.
or something, Austin? What's this about?
No, it's it's good. Meatballs are cool.
Next up is Selkie. His quirk is Spotted Seal. He can do everything a seal can do, and he looks like a seal, and he's cute.
We got to put him next to the orca.
Oh yeah, where's Gang Orca at?
He's in fucking
B
S or A. He's in A.
Is
He's
Gang
in-
Orca really
Or
in
he's
A?
in B.
He's in B.
He's in B. Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay, B makes sense. Yeah, because he has the sonar. He's got strength. He can swim really fast. That's actually a pretty useful quirk, if we're being honest. Class 1B. This guy's up next. I forget this guy. Who is you? Who is you? Here we go. That's the 1B tab. He looks like the solid air guy. They look really similar. Oh, is this the weld guy? This guy might be the guy who can weld objects together.
Senkaibara?
So like I know a lot of welders. I have welder friends, and you know they don't get hero status.
He has
so-
the blue background and brown hair.
His
if you wanna
quirk
look him up,
allows
Austin.
him to make any part of his body rotate at high speed like a drill. He can significantly enhance his hand-to-hand combat by using this heavy rotation to augment his
Oh, I
physical
do
strikes.
Oh.
That's pretty dope.
Oh,
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
that's right.
I like that.
Okay, where do you guys
He's
want to put
also
him
like the
at?
number 2 best in that class, apparently.
I would say
Oh, is
it's
he?
a C tier quirk.
They rate him 4 out of 6. He's B power, B speed, B technique, B intelligence, and A harsh way of thinking, whatever that means.
Can he rotate other objects, or it's just his body?
Just his own physical body.
That's pretty
I'd pop
cool.
him above C, to be honest with you. Intense hand-to-hand combat ability, like that being his thing. I mean, that allows him to fight realistically quite a bit of
That's
people.
true.
Yeah, but if Minato gets enough of those balls on him, he's done.
Yeah, that's a
Sticky
really good
balls.
point.
So think about that for a
I don't
second.
have much of an argument for that. Maybe we drop him to F.
Okay, another 1B person is up next. Yeah, well, I think where did we put that guy just now? In A or B? I think B is appropriate for him, or wherever we put him. Setsuna Tokage. I forget what she does. Was she the girl with sharp teeth? Maybe not. Her quirk was Lizard Tail Splitter. Her quirk allows her to split up her body into as many as 50 pieces. She is able to remotely make each and every one of these pieces move freely and levitate through the air at high speeds. Setsuna's pieces can also regenerate if they are destroyed or otherwise unusable. That's
Oh, right.
pretty
I remember
sick.
this.
Yeah, I remember
She was a
her.
hassle for these boys.
Huh.
I see. That's a little
She can
low.
regenerate her body if they're destroyed. That's pretty insane.
That's a B minimum.
So she can
I'll
send
go
like
that
any
far.
limb or part of her body, right? Like she could just send one over, like
And
Up
as
to
many
not to
50
be
times.
pieces.
graphic, guys, not to be graphic, but she could just send like I don't know, like one of her titties at someone, like just launching like a high speed
She
titty
could
attack.
technically. She's in
Just
high
a
school, so let's
titty
chill
attack.
out. But she.
No, I know. I'm
technically
just
could throw
saying
a
not to be
titty.
graphic here, guys. I'm just saying the possibilities there. You know what I mean? So like she could just do crazy shit like that. That's B tier at least in my mind.
Kinda
I feel like it's
saying,
B
I'm not a
tier.
racist, but
But
Like
this.
imagine she can
Kinda like
dodge
the same
shit so
thing,
well, dude. She's kind of like Buggy's fruit a little bit from One Piece.
yeah,
Kind of like a little bit.
That's a B. I won't stand for less personally.
Yeah, I think B is from looking at B and then looking at C. I think she's above the C people.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'm good
She's
with that.
rated super high on that page that I was looking at, like for all of her abilities.
Next up is Kuro Hero, the guy who can sink into shadows
Shadows.
and become a shadow. That's a sick
yeah.
ass.
So that
quirk.
is like so strong, bro. It's like, I mean,
I'd
his
go
own,
A.
and like it's always there. Like you could, like, oh man, it's very strong.
I'm gonna go
Very, very
A.
strong. A is appropriate to me. I don't think it's
Yeah.
S.
Yarp.
I don't feel comfortable throwing it in
Was-
S.
Was there something about him being able to become a shadow so he doesn't even need a shadow nearby? Was there something about that?
Could he like go into
Like-
people? Like
He had like a during that fight with what's his face. He did something crazy like that. I don't remember the
And, yeah,
details.
Chase, did he suck people into his shadow?
I feel like he
his
took
shadow realm.
someone into his shadow. Didn't Tokiyami have to fight him? Or isn't that was resolved?
Yeah, because
Another
he was
shadow.
like, yeah. I think they fought each other at some point. Yeah, Kuro Hero. Seat number 4.
Doesn't make him any stronger or anything though. It's like super evasive and like very tricky, but I don't know if it makes you like stronger or anything.
Oh, it's actually his body.
Oh,
He
Dark
can absorb
in
any.
color.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's even better.
That's an A. It's a no doubt A.
Oh,
yeah,
with-
he went into
With further
Fumagagi's
training,
Dark
he can now
Shadow.
move said black things upon possession, although this is limited to entities that are normally capable of moving. So yeah, he could merge into Fumi. Yeah, that's right. He merged with Dark Shadow
That's what happened.
himself.
Yeah, I remember that. And then he overcame it at one point. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Can spit him out, kind of.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
A. That's gotta
that's
be
A.
A. That's sick.
Yeah.
Next up is the guy from I think Ketsubutsu Academy.
I don't know who the
um,
fuck this dude is.
What's his name?
I
From
do
Blue
forget
Man
his
Group.
name. If you want to look up Ketsubutsu Academy. Was it something about like octagons? He could
Got
like,
him. Got him right
Oh.
here. His name is Shikikui Makabe. I butchered
Makabe,
that.
yeah.
Makube. We're looking at his quirk here. Abilities. Stiffening. Shikui's quirk grants him the ability to harden anything he touches with his hands. His power does
Nice.
not work on living things.
Oh,
So it's not like hockey. It's like just you make
he
like
just makes something
a
hard. That's kind
non-living
of,
thing strong, which
kinda
is
lame.
like, yeah, I
That's
don't
kind
know.
of D tier.
Yeah,
If you guys disagree.
I think D tier is appropriate. Okay, it's fine. Plague Doctor.
We might have to organize C and D tier at some point because I feel like those are the messiest ones. I feel like we can maybe move some people around there. I'm not sure, but
Like within the same category or between categories?
like mixing them. Do you know what I mean? Like combining some of them. I feel like maybe some people in D could move to C or vice
Oh,
versa.
okay. Yeah. Right.
But
Cool,
yeah,
cool, cool.
next
Cool,
up is
cool,
somebody
cool.
from the Shie Hasaikai. This guy, Shin Nemoto. Oh, is this the guy who could like get you to like tell the truth or whatever?
Well, work on
Confession.
me.
Yeah, Shin's quirk allows him to force his victim to answer truthfully after he asks them a question.
So
You could ask them like
it
what their
is
weakness is.
only
You know?
good, guys, in like intelligence gathering mission. Like,
Yes,
that is all it
that's
is good
amazing.
at. Yes, but in every other capacity, it's bad, right?
yeah, but when we have a non-fighting quirk, we have to assess it on the non-battle.
Sure,
of it.
sure, but you have to have them captive. You have to like,
No, you don't.
or I guess you don't have to, but like,
Because Mirio was standing in front of him and he asked Mirio a few questions and Mirio was forced to answer him. You know what I mean?
I just don't think it can go above B tier, and I don't want to even talk
Really?
about it going above B tier. I just don't.
The problem
It's
is because
so,
if he's
like-
by himself, he's screwed. Well, now again, the other what's his face? The principal we don't know what he would.
It's not
be
like
able
it
to do by himself
stops the
either.
people from fighting you either, though. It's not like, hey, can you not hit me? Like it's not.
Well,
like
see, now here's the issue though.
It'll
Is
make
like
him stop
what
hitting
would principal is like the strategist type dude. So like, are we valuing strategist type mentality over interrogation ability?
I think we should value a non-battle based quirk based on what it can do and like the outcomes it can achieve. Like, yeah, he can't fight obviously, but neither can Principal Nezu, but we have him in A tier because his quirk is so fucking useful to being a hero. And I feel like if this guy wasn't a hero, well, still like imagine the shit the intelligence he could gather with his quirk, especially if he actually think about the hero tools he could use. What if he has a speaker and you just go to a villain's location and you like put your voice on a loud ass speaker and they hear you and they still have to answer if they hear you ask the question, right? So like you don't even necessarily be put in danger, but like
yeah, but there's only
so
so much you can get. I mean, sure, he can get them to answer anything, but like it really
intelligence
is.
Intelligence
you
wins
are you
wars.
saying A tier? It sounds like you're saying
Yes,
A tier.
I'm saying A tier because we have Principal Nezu there. We also have Ragdoll there. These are non-battle based quirks that are like
It doesn't mean every non-battle based quirk goes there, though. You know what I mean?
True, you're right, but I just mean it's incredibly
It doesn't mean
useful.
just because it's non-battle based we have to like.
No,
I don't think it's A tier. I think it's B tier. But if you guys override me. It's fine.
Once
I don't
again,
actually know
it goes
that
down
I
to
have an
majority.
answer. I don't know that I could pick between A and because I see Bowden's point, but I also don't know how like I feel like it's only useful in a group and like when you have other people to support you, and it's only useful in the interrogation setting. But then Principal Nezu's thing is also kind of the same way. Like, could he defend himself? I don't know. I don't know.
His is super
That's a really tough
intelligence,
one.
which is well-rounded to every field of thinking.
True.
The guy that we're talking about now is just about getting information from people.
Intelligence wins wars. This is a fact.
Well, yeah, you're not wrong, but also you have to make contact with these people. You have to.
No, you
don't know you.
I just gave a scenario when you don't have to.
Could we?
Yeah, how do they hear him though? Well, whatever. Yeah, whatever.
For
A loud
top of
speaker.
B?
Odin wants to throw him in fucking S tier.
Could
Throw
we
him in-
settle for top of B, like very top, like before anybody?
I mean,
else?
it goes down. This is the podcast tier list, so majority rule. If you both think B, I'll put him in B. I just think he's a
like
solid
right on
A.
the cusp for me of what I think is like if there could be like a
Don't pander to him,
line.
In
Austin.
between
I want you to
tier.
be firm.
No,
I want
really,
you to be
like,
firm here. I don't want you to
that's why
pander.
I'm saying like top of B because it's
up
so
to you,
close to
Austin.
A.
Austin, it is now up
I'm
to
going
you.
top of B. I'm going top of B. I
Fuck.
gotta go bold. I know. I'm sorry. It's tough. I don't know that I like that answer either, but I don't know that I would like A.
That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Well, next one we have an easy one to choose. We have Todoroki, who is, in my opinion, SS tier.
Okay. Yeah. Mm,
So
I don't know.
It's
We have
S-
Midoriya
it-
and oh yeah, okay. I guess it is
it's
SS.
it's truly.
You have the wrong.
We
Okay.
logically, guys, if you want to be consistent, he has Endeavor's ability, and we put Endeavor in SS. So
That's a good point.
he literally has to be SS. We
Yeah.
can't cut it any differently. He will get as strong as Endeavor. If you want to take it
Stronger because he has
potentially
the ice.
stronger, yeah.
yes. So if you want to be like consistent, it should be SS.
Yeah, I
And
agree.
Fucking so
Yeah.
strong. So strong.
Todoroki is amazing. His
Also
quirk is
dope
like one
as
of the
fuck,
strongest in the
too.
show.
It is. It is one of the strongest in the show, I think. as well.
Oh, next up is a great quirk. We have Night Ice Foresight. We all know how that works, and that's got to be S
SS.
or SS.
SS. I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna go.
fucking say SS. I will.
Yeah, I'll agree.
I will say SS because it is. Oh my god, dude! Such
It's
a
like
force to be reckoned with.
it's really like you know how we've been talking about the non-battle based quirks. It's one of the top tier of those, and you can fight with it too.
Yeah, it's one of
Like
the
he
best.
beat
of
But
it.
he was-
Deku couldn't put a hand on this
But
man.
he was
Yeah.
wrong a couple times. He's already admitted that his quirk isn't perfect. So what
True,
about
it's
that,
not-
though?
Yeah, that's true. It because
Well,
the
no
future
quirk
can
is perfect.
change. That
No-
is true.
Well, I'm
No
just
quirk
saying,
is
like
perfect.
we have now seen that what he is insisting is gonna happen doesn't happen sometimes.
You've got a good point.
Only
Like, the future can
sometimes,
change.
though. Only sometimes. He's only been wrong
in
a few
lot
times.
of pivotal, very pivotal moments that he's been wrong. I mean, for being honest with you,
Yeah,
So,
but
I
it's
don't know.
combative and like super
I hear you,
genius.
but I'm just
so
saying the
it's
most
like
important
on a
part of his
different level
quirk-
than the principles.
But
It's on
the
a different-
most important part of his quirk is foretelling what is going to happen with scenario, people, whatever.
Yeah, but
And in the most important moments of the series so far, he's been.
I would argue
wrong.
only the important moments we've seen. He had a whole
Well,
lifetime
that's
of being
fine.
a hero where he
Sure.
had other hundreds of important scenarios that
Sure,
occurred
but isn't
that
that
he
a
was
pretty big?
always right about.
But
and he's
isn't
been
that a
wrong.
pretty-
Didn't he mention he was wrong like 2-3 times maximum in
Again,
his career?
super pivotal moments for the
Not
the
like-
livelihood of most of these characters on this.
It doesn't matter to me. SS, I think, because all day that's like
me.
if you have a 99.9% chance of, like your mouthwash working, you're gonna believe the mouthwash works, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't focus on the
It's-
0.1% where it's like that was a pivotal 0.1% though.
Oh, then do me a
Cavity.
solid and scroll down to the rest of the list for a second before I decide if I want to do what I think I want to do here.
Are you really gonna Danny DeVito?
Just not. Let me take a peek.
Crazy.
Mm,
That is crazy.
you know what? I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna save it. You're good. I'll agree SS for now. You lucky motherfucker.
And you can also
too.
we can also use the Danny DeVitoes at the end when we're
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
Maybe making
But if I
some
recall
final
correctly,
touches.
you've used the Danny DeVito. That's the big one.
I'm
Chase.
upset. I used it because it was so fucking inconsistent. Like,
Yeah, Chase, you're a
it's
dumbass for that
joke.
one.
You've a
I want to.
veto,
I want to
but you lost your
retroactively
Danny
use it
DeVito.
against the Cloud and put the Cloud
Next
in fucking
up.
F tier.
Next up, we have Sirius, who is Selkie's sidekick. She has like incredible hearing. That's her quirk. Super good hearing. I think that's C tier.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unless you disagree.
I don't think it can hang with all those B tier folk.
Definitely
Yeah.
not.
I don't think it's as useful. Like, yeah, it's strong, but I don't think.
I mean, she couldn't
it's-
hang with the Lightning Kid. That's for sure.
We know that.
Right.
We know
And he's
that.
definitely solid in B tier.
Well, some would say. Now we're gonna move on to the next one here because this one's very interesting.
The next one is Mimik from, or I think that's his name, from the
think
Meta
you're right.
Liberation Army.
I think you're right.
I think his quirk was anthropomorphic, which
Yes.
he can make a copy of, is it living things? How
It
does
is
that
living
work
things
exactly?
out of non-living things. I believe he's also super smart with a computer.
Oh no, maybe his name was his name was Skeptic, not Mimic. My bad.
Oh, I thought it was Mimic. Because
Yeah,
of
there
his
is somebody
quirk, it
named
makes
Mimic.
sense.
Skeptic.
Oh yeah, Mimic is that other guy. You're right.
Anthropomorph. What was that exactly? Because he could make clones of other people, but I forget how that.
He could make an army out of like refrigerators and shit.
Oh, anthropomorph allows him to take a human-sized object, such as a desk or refrigerator, and turn it into an extremely lifelike look-alike of any given person, which he can control like a puppet. He can use several puppets at a time, and also has the ability to make more than one of the same person at a time.
So we saw him
can
in the
also-
5th season here, and he was like with Twice and all that. He made Twice.
Right. So he can create like an army of people. I don't think he can copy their quirks or like their physical attributes, perhaps. Like, you know what I mean? That would be insane if he could create an army of people with quirks, you know? That'd be wild.
Yeah, I think it's very strong though. Like you can
It is
literally
really
have
good
an
quirk.
army of people behind the scenes pulling the strings, never get caught, and just have these people do all of your bidding for you constantly. And all you need are these like just human-sized objects. It could be anything. It could be any human-sized, a vacuum cleaner. Like it could be anything. A piece of wood that's the size of a human. I would imagine you could just turn into a human that'll fight for you. I think that's super fucking strong. That's A tier at least for me.
You could go to Home Depot
At
and leave
least.
with a battalion
army.
of folks.
Or go to the woods
A
and
battalion.
yeah, like it's
A
fucking
battalion.
it's nutty to me. I think it's
B.
B, it's A. It's A tier all day for me.
Yeah, but he can't copy their
At
quirks, so they're
least
just
A
like
tier.
they're just like people that can be beaten down
Yeah, but
relatively easily.
you can make an army of them is the thing. And you
Sure.
could never get caught. Like it's very
It's
strong
B.
to me.
I'm thinking I agree with Austin on this one, Chase.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Yeah, I think it's B.
I'd be
Oh.
so triggered if I watched this as a fan.
Oh man, next up we have one of the strongest quirks in the show. We have Slide and Go.
Oh yes.
This is SS tier.
This is the strongest. I would also put him in S tier at least, maybe SS.
What is his quirk?
He can slide around.
He never has to move.
He's a slippery boy.
He's a slippery
He's
boy.
a slippery boy.
He always is like this, coming into a
Yeah.
scene, his legs never move. Such good animation.
We have to have a troll pick at some point, and I feel like this guy deserves to be the troll pick. Tatsuyaki Tokonari.
Nice.
Look at this man.
Oh my
the
god, he's
jawline.
fucking ripped too. Wait till he actually fights.
Unnamed sliding quirk. It allows him to smoothly slide across surfaces without resistance and increasing his speed.
So we actually don't know to what extent like it could be used. Like, sure, we see him jokingly like sliding around, not walking, but I wonder if he can like be ultra super fast on certain surfaces and like become such a smooth boy that he is unfazed by like, I don't know, friction.
Right. So we're gonna go ahead and put him in F, and we're gonna move on.
Wow.
No.
Wow.
You think this is better than F?
I mean, he's super fast. I mean, if we're
The
talking like
girl
hero
that shoots
abilities, maybe.
horns, the guy that's made of hair is in D tier. You're gonna put him in F tier.
Yeah, I think
D
D
tier's
is
D
fair.
tier's a joke right now.
Should we put C tier or D tier for this guy?
D would look at he fits in perfectly with D tier.
D tier, yeah, it makes
Oh
sense.
man, I just don't like it because his character design is just so beautiful. But whatever, let's go. It hurts.
It's not
It
about
pains-
character design. It's
It
about
pains
quirk.
me.
I think what we can end up doing then is combine F and D and then put some people from D into C. Because I think there are some people in D that are a little better than
I don't think.
we'll talk about it then.
Yeah.
Next up is Snatch. This guy is deceased in the show. I think Shigaraki killed him, I think.
It's a dead boy.
And this guy could like conjure and control sand.
So crocodile, but not nearly as cool.
No, more like Gara, I think,
Yeah.
because
Oh, okay. True. Because crocodile is sand. Forgive
Yeah.
me, everyone. My One Piece stands. Austin, where are you in One Piece?
I was
You
just
watched
about to
any?
start an episode where it looks like you're about to see Luffy's brother again,
Okay.
which is like
Just get on it, man.
Chase, do you know what he's about? Do you know why he's seeing Ace again?
Well, I
Why
know where
why
he
does he
is.
see? Because we don't see Ace after Alabasta. The next
Yes,
time we see
I
him,
know
what's
what
he
like some
happens.
dude-
I think I know.
some
what
with like
happened,
gray beard and him
Yeah.
are supposed to have some sort of interaction.
Blackbeard. You mean Blackbeard? Him and Blackbeard.
Oh my
Alright, so his
god,
quirk-
Austin, watch the fucking show.
So the quirk is Sandstorm. It allows
In
him
the
to
backlog.
transform the upper half
No.
of his body into sand. He was able to control the sand with his mind and increase the amount of it. Yeah, so it's like Gara and Crocodile combined because he can turn his upper half of his body into sand.
Only his upper half though, which is weird. Why can't he turn his penis?
The
or anything
coolest
below?
half.
That's a sick. That's an elemental quirk, and it's pretty cool. I feel like that's.
Is that cool, Bowden? What do you think? How cool is that, though? Is it cooler than every other elemental? You're gonna put it above every other elemental?
I think that's a B tier.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that's fair. Next up is Snipe. I think he's just got sick accuracy, right?
Severus Snipe.
Severus Snipe.
My brain stopped working.
Keep the energy up, Chase. We're almost done. Don't
My
worry.
brain's shutting down. The cloud. We have to move that.
Chase didn't do well in school, guys. As you can see,
Oh,
he
he's
can't keep his
6
fucking
out
attention
of
for a
5
short
on
amount of time.
technique for this one.
Snipe's quirk allowed him to lock onto any target he can see within 600 meters and make any projectile he releases chase after said target. That's sick.
And attacks
So you
don't
just
carry
have to
much
get
strength.
out of the range to avoid this.
600 meters is insane distance, though.
Yeah, it is.
How
It's
many
great.
miles is that?
Metric,
A lot
dude.
less than a mile, right? Is it? I don't even
No.
think it's a mile. Is
I think
it?
it's like 2 miles almost.
How many meters is a
Well,
football
it's
field?
656 yards, so it is 6 football fields, 6.5 football fields long.
That's pretty far. I can't see that far. I can't see a
Okay,
yes, you
person. from
can.
that
It's like a
distance.
quarter mile. It's basically it's like a third of a mile, basically. Yeah.
Really,
it's
it seems
it's
long.
about a
6
third of
football
a
fields in a
mile.
row seems really long.
1,600 meters, give or take, is about a mile. So it's about a third of a
So
mile.
I don't think this goes anywhere above a C tier for me. This is a C tier, as C tier as it gets.
Wait a minute. Let me see C tier. You're insane.
Think about the ability though. Like he just it locks onto them, but like, what if
And
it
he uses
what if they're-
guns.
Yeah,
He's not like his quirk isn't creating this dude uses fucking Glocks. This dude could pull out a Glock and nail you from 600 meters away.
It's like Usopp abilities, you know?
Don't you fucking dare. Don't you fucking dare. Watch One Piece. You're a joke right now. You know, those comments, you get lynched for comments.
For,
Oh,
shit. I think, is my microphone,
it's working.
do I sound the same? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think
See,
this is
so,
connected.
okay. I mean,
I'd fight hard for B tier.
You know, I
This
know
is a
you'd
B
fight
tier
for
quirk.
anything above what I say. So just do it. Throw it in B, Bowden. Do what you want. Let's go to the next one.
It might even be, no,
It's
A.
not.
B for sure.
Okay.
It's for sure B. This guy, this
Oh,
quirk, yes,
you're
she has
fucking-
Saikai, dude.
I like this guy's design though.
The weird like bag over his head guy.
Yeah, it's
creepy.
Cool. It gives me Hawkins vibes. Hawkins energy.
Yeah.
Oh, because of the scarecrow stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except not even close. And you'll learn who that is soon, Austin, once you catch up.
I don't want to hear shit from you. You get through the backlog and we could talk.
Austin's choosing, fans out there everywhere. Austin is choosing to watch Boruto over One
Unreal.
Piece
That's
right
not
now.
true. It
And
comes out
he
once a
had-
week.
He just passed Water 7, so you know the next few arcs he's about to hit, and he's choosing Boruto. I want everybody to know this.
It comes out
It's
once
a
a week. I'm not
gross-
choosing Boruto.
It is a gross display
ridiculous.
of anime watching.
That's not even
Crazy.
accurate.
It's just, it disgusts me. I'm unhappy.
Yeah, sound off in the comments if you think Chase is being ridiculous.
Nobody will disagree with me on that one.
No, I'm not choosing anything.
Ugh.
Ridiculous.
I'm thinking this guy is F tier because his quirk allows him to chew any object, no matter how solid it is, and then quickly digest it.
Oh, was he the one who was in the
He
forest?
fought Sun Eater.
He was
Sun
the one who
Eater
fought
fought those
Sun-
3 dudes from
and
Shea
he was
Hasaikai.
eating all
This
of
was
his
one of them.
stuff. That was him. Okay.
Yeah, that was one of the dudes he was fighting.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say D tier here, guys. If Slippin' goes in D tier, this guy should be in D tier. He can eat anything. He can eat a building.
Like, look at who's in F tier. Like, this fits in F tier.
I don't think so. Whatever. Centipede should be D tier. Let's go to the next one.
Centipede.
F tier
Forgot
needs a
about him.
relaw.
Oh, next up is Oh no, never mind. Next up is Spinner.
D tier. D.
You think?
Washed up stain.
Oh,
The
good
gecko, he
analogy.
can stick to walls.
D tier. D tier.
Yeah,
He's
D tier.
cool, I guess, but he's like he said, least favorite person in the League of Villains, obviously.
Next up is the man himself, motherfucking Stain, the hero
SS.
killer.
I've got some
SS.
hot takes on this one.
His quirk is blood curdle.
He is not SS.
Yeah.
You get the fuck out of here with that kind of bullshit. We're not dick riding Stain in this goddamn tier list. We're not doing it.
I'm not. He's so
We're
OP.
not. He's
So
not
OP.
OP. 3 kids took him out. He's not SS. He barely. They weren't even heroes. Hero killer. He lost to people who weren't heroes. So he's not
killed-
SS.
They were heroes.
Yeah, heroes in training.
And they were
didn't
also
have
like
their
3
provisional
of the
licenses.
strongest, two of the strongest heroes in the show, and then another
They
strong
did
hero.
it. They barely had their provisional licenses if they had them. I'm sorry. I think actually they didn't have them. They got in trouble for even going out and fighting them because they didn't have their licenses. So no, they weren't even legitimate.
All he
heroes
needs
yet.
is your blood. All he needs is just a drop of
Yeah,
your blood.
I'm sure.
And this dude
that's
gets
fine.
your fucking blood. This man is quick as a motherfucker. He's accurate. This dude is like sly and fucking
He's a
and
cool
flexible.
character.
This dude, Stain is one of the coolest characters in the show.
You know what?
We're going off of the quirk, not the character, guys. So it's not SS. I won't hear another word about it.
Nope, because you
We're
know
not
what I'm
gonna
gonna do?
allow it.
I'm gonna veto it, and I'm going SS.
Yes.
What the fuck is this tier list right now?
So good.
You're
no,
vetoing.
he's so good.
Oh my
he's so
God,
good.
you like
He's
his
so good.
character. That's all
Nah.
you like.
Don't even
'Cause
talk
his
to me like
ability is
that.
cool.
Yes, Austin, you're the fucking man.
So avoidable.
Chase. Of course, Chase is gonna try and pull some bullshit on Stain.
God. We dick ride the e-boys in this fucking.
Austin,
tier
where do you
list.
want
How
him?
is he an
Do it.
e-boy?
Oh my God.
Where do you want
Like
Stain
the
at,
cool
Austin? I'm
goth
putting him right where you want him.
characters. God.
You know
Where
what?
do you want him?
If I'm gonna be
Not
top of
SS.
S, then
Get
top
out
of
here.
S.
Yeah,
top of
please,
S.
at least.
Top of S.
Guys, I would have agreed with S.
no
You're
hand-
stupid. I would have agreed with S. He's not
Applause.
SS. All I was
Everyone at
arguing
home
was
listening to this,
SS.
give some applause for Austin right now.
Veto is worth it.
God damn. What a joke.
Beautiful
This
veto.
podcast
Beautiful
is-
veto.
We're going to cancel the podcast.
Of
after this
course, Chase is
episode.
going to try some bullshit.
Oh, fuck.
All right, next up, we got this guy was relatively new. His name is Star Servant. Pretty crazy name for a guy who can just control glass. It looks like he can take the glass from an area and like control it and warp it and make it into objects and shit like that. Kind of elemental, but kind of not. It's similar in a way.
Hold on one sec. I thought he had like some sort of ability to like foresight or like predict things. Am I wrong, or did he just seem like that kind of weird guy?
No, this guy was just a one-off villain. It was during the episode when Endeavor was training
yeah.
Midoriya and them.
He just had some weird comment that made me think he had some foresight because he says something about Endeavor being like strained from the shadow or some shit. He'll be like the flame that destroys us all. I don't know. Whatever.
I guess maybe
He's a glass blower.
C?
That's what he is.
do you think C?
I think C tier's fine.
Because you don't have glass everywhere all the time, right? To access.
Yeah, if he's in
Unless
a
he
field.
can create it. Do we know if he can create it?
It doesn't say he can. It says he can manipulate it. Control and reshape large amounts of glass. And
yeah, then C
change
tier.
its consistency from solid state to liquid state and vice versa.
You're solid state to liquid state.
Thanks, bro. You're pretty solid too.
All right.
Let's go to the next one.
Oh, okay. Should I skip over people that are going to be more interesting and just get to the shitty dudes for the last few?
I know what you're gonna say about this one. I just want to argue about this one right now. Let's just do it. Let's do Sun Eater right away. Let's just
All right. Sun Eater's quirk is one of the best in the show. I love it so much.
It's a
Manifest
joke.
is absolutely epic.
S.
This is easily S or SS, and I'm still deciding if I want this in SS or not.
I won't go SS for that. I can't.
Yeah, but I have a Danny
The fact
DeVito,
it's
everybody.
in the
does have a Danny
conversation.
DeVito.
The fact it's even in a
Son of a bitch,
conversation
he's got the Danny
or
DeVito.
SS tier is it breaks the tier list to me.
Well, Chase,
You're
you have a
breaking.
veto.
Put some fucking respect on the SS tier list. Like, put some fucking respect there. You're gonna say this guy who has to eat food and then he gets the appendage of the thing he eats is SS? I am absolutely
I didn't say SS. He's in
infuriated
S.
for this even being a conversation.
He's in
That
S.
blows my mind.
He's in S.
In S? Hawks is in S. Bakugo is in S. This is S to you guys? It's A at
Chase, I thought you were arguing against it being SS, which I think I'm decided that you're right. It's not SS, but this is 100% an S tier quirk,
it's
and
an
I
A
will.
tier at its peak. At its peak, it's an A tier.
All right, I actually might not need a veto. Austin, where do you think this should be? Honestly,
God.
Let me take a peek at A.
hell?
Yeah, take your time because I
there's
might not
no
have to
honor.
veto if Austin
There's
agrees.
no
with me.
honor here. You guys are sellouts, and you're letting your passion about the
Well,
character
here's my
control
issue.
your
I
view.
don't actually know if I can put him
Oh.
above Cementos. The dude
Yeah,
with the
look at
flea
S
cat,
tier. You're gonna say
Dabi.
he has to eat the food. He has to eat. It's already like so weak. He can't even do it right away, and then he runs out after a while. Like after he
Redestro,
uses
like I'm
it.
pretty sure Redestro would thrash him.
Everyone in S tier would thrash him. Every single person.
I might.
Monomo would thrash him.
I might have to go A, Bode. You might have to Danny DeVito me.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and Danny DeVito that, and Manifest is gonna go to S tier. All right, moving on.
I tried. I thought A was right.
What a fucking joke this tier list.
His quirk is like the ultimate. It's so incredibly versatile. You can use. You can
versatile.
like,
He has
plan.
to eat food to do it. He's the same as the Sugar Rush, basically.
Dude, you eat, dude. He eats, and then a few minutes later, he's got the ability. It doesn't take
few
long,
minutes,
and
like,
you can plan
oh
for
my
any
God.
situation with that quirk. You can eat all kinds of shit and have all kinds of powers. It's awesome, dude.
It's
He can
just
fly by growing wings. He can get super strong by growing these massive, strong tentacles. His vast hybrid form is like the form of like 10 different fucking animals on him that he can all control and manipulate and have different abilities for. It's fucking absolutely epic. It's super versatile, super strong, incredible fucking quirk and super creative. Thank you.
Chase, wake up.
Thank
Chase.
you.
Chase, you're
God
sleeping.
bless.
Sorry, I just went into a coma because of how much psychic damage I took on that last fucking speech. Odin gave
Psychic
me.
damage.
I don't
Psyche
know.
damage.
Go to the next one. Fan sound.
Love it. One of my favorite quirks in the show, and
We
one
lost
of the
every
best fights.
viewer. We lost the respect of every viewer that was here.
Bro, hold
I
on.
just got an email. We're kicked off the.
Actually, 30 minutes ago, the last episode, we lost the respect of every
Podbean.
viewer.
Podbean removed our podcast.
Our podcast is actually canceled. Yeah. No, I know, Bowden. I saw the episode. He's cool.
Just tell me.
He's
Just
a
tell
cool
me if
character.
just tell me if how he looks doesn't tell you that this is S tier.
And you're letting your view on how he looks contribute to your score here. Be consistent.
Really, look at that form. Look at this fucking form,
God.
dude.
That's the hybrid.
Dude, look at this man. Look at that. Epic. Absolutely sick. All right,
You
moving
almost
on.
lost to underlings. So let's go to the next one. You almost lost to two unnamed underlings.
Moving on. This guy was in the premiere of season 4, I think, and he can grow cameras anywhere from his body.
Where do you think, Bowden? Triple S tier?
I think probably F.
Yeah, it's
It's useful as like if you want to be a vlogger.
Yeah, but
you know,
wait,
in, like
guys.
2021.
We have to take into consideration its non-combative ability. So technically, if we look at it as being a camera quirk, then it's S tier, right? Because it's a camera quirk.
That's a good point. It's a really good point.
Yeah.
If we
right?
if this is a tier list
Yeah.
of camera based quirks, everyone would be an F tier, and then he would be an S tier. So yeah, you're right.
This is too.
Um,
That one's just a janky. It's so hard to rate those and rank those.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you do with that? It's
I
F
think it's
tier.
fair to put an F because it's
He's a
you
great. He's
can't-
a great reporter. He'd be a
Yeah,
great
for
vlogger.
sure.
You're right.
Next up is actually I think another F tier right off the bat. She is the person who can essentially recede any part of her body into itself like a turtle does, but she can use any part like her arm or her head or like she can recede into it. You know what I mean? She was in the
I really don't remember her.
license exam. Yeah, she
throw
was
an
there
F.
briefly. She's from one of the academies.
It
I think
sounds
Ketsubutsu.
whack. It sounds weak.
Oh, this is a good quirk. We have Tenya Ida up next. So yeah, I think an F for that one, by the way. Next up is Tenya Ida. Quirk is
A.
engine. We know Ida. You think A?
Yeah.
He has to be where his brother is, logically. So yes.
Where's his brother?
In
No.
A.
What?
His brother's
Oh,
in A.
okay.
How
Oh,
is
I
it?
thought it was B. I thought it was B.
Explain to me now when
I
they
thought
have
it was B.
the same quirk.
I thought it was B. I
But
thought we were in
Bowden
B.
made a fucking noise as if it's
Oh.
not the exact identical quirk of his brother. So I want to see his logic here, Bowden. Let's be consistent, right? Tell me what you think.
First of all, it's not identical actually.
What's the difference?
The brother's quirks come from his arms. His
Oh,
engine-
okay.
his-
So how
his
does it?
things are in his
How is it stronger with his legs? And what?
Because let's be honest, Tenya Ida has the super speed quirk of the show, and super speed is insanely overpowered.
Super speed is Gran Torino. I don't think he even has the super speed quirk. Grantino's quicker than him.
He's much faster.
Endeavor's
we've seen
quicker than him.
Go.
All Might's quicker than him.
He has literally gone the fastest we've seen in the show. Period. We can't even dispute that. I mean,
seriously gonna do this right now? Are you seriously gonna put him?
I just feel, guys, super speed is so powerful. Like,
oh my god,
and his legs are so.
This.
Like, this is like this kind of is S tier.
It's not S tier. It's not S tier. His engine stall. He can't run. It's not like permanent. It's not like the Flash where he can do it whenever he wants all the time. Dude, he is like oh my god. You like the character and you're trying to put him higher. That's what you do with Sun Eater. Get out of here. He's the same fucking quirk as Ingenium or whatever his name is. This is why we can't let Bowden control the tier list again. I said at the top of the tier list, we're gonna have to check his privilege and power. He's getting fucking hungry. He's getting crazy.
All right, I guess A. If you guys both think A, then I'm overruled.
Yeah,
I can't do anything about
No,
it.
he's for sure A. Wait, were you arguing for S just now?
I'm absolutely arguing for S. Like, he's super speed, dude. Like, super speed is insane.
Go to the next.
I mean,
one.
maybe like top of A. I think he may be better than his brother.
He's not the top of A. Cementos sits at the top of A.
Well, no,
All
I mean,
right.
maybe he's better than his brother.
Oh, this quirk is insane though. We have this guy. We have the one villain that Hawks dealt with in about 2 seconds. This guy, he gets
What's his name?
stronger the more shame he feels. This guy was about to go streaking down the middle of the city, and then Hawks dealt with him really quick.
Is that on the same level as Redestro? Can he store his shame?
Oh, that's a good point.
Because, like, I mean, really, that's I don't know.
Probably F. You think F or D?
F tier is good. I don't know.
F is probably
I
good
feel
for
like it's
him.
me. That's fine.
Next up is Tetsu, who can turn his body into steel, which is a pretty good fucking quirk. Where do you guys think Tetsu should go?
So he hasn't had enough airtime, boys, but he
True.
pretty identical, pretty similar to the hardening ability that what's his name has. I blanked on his name. There's too many people now. Kirishima has. So I mean, we put Kirishima in S tier. I think we have to put him in S tier.
And Tetsu was really is it 4 Tetsus?
It is 4 Tetsu.
Yeah, it's 4
Tetsu.
Tetsus.
Tetsu.
So he was going tit for tat with
the whole
Todoroki
time
for a good period of time there.
That's a good point. I was actually going to say A, but since you made the comparison to Kirishima, and we've noticed that he is as like similar to Kirishima, getting stronger. Like with that, when he was fighting Todoroki and shit, we learned that he increased his like his ability to withstand heat, because the steel can literally just get hot, and then he's also like hard and hot.
Yeah, me.
Which is pretty sick. So yeah, I was gonna say A, but if you guys think S, I'm down with that. I think that's a really strong quirk, honestly. Next up is Tiger from the Wild Pussycats. His quirk was called Playa Body, and I think he was cool. I like his personality, but I think his quirk is just that he's incredibly flexible.
Ooh, very
not a great
good
quirk, but a great personality, if I remember right. Let me see.
Very cool ability, I think.
Some quirk names I just remember because they're so interesting. Playa Body. That's a great name for a quirk. Playa Body allows Tiger to stretch and flatten his own body at will, granting him inhuman flexibility. Oh, yes, we can see here he's like, he's kind of like Luffy in the way he's using it there, and he's like stretching his arms around Magna.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That is kind of useful.
I don't think it's as low as like a D tier, so I want to put it because it's like it reminds me of the rabbit quirk in that you get like really. I guess you don't get really strong and stuff from it though. That C tier seems healthy.
I think C tier is actually perfect for this quirk.
What do you think, Oss?
I think he's C. I mean, it didn't really do anything for me.
Yeah, cheeky C is fun. I'm looking at some of these people in B tier. We are gonna have to revise this a little bit right at the end. That's okay.
Yeah, if you guys notice anybody you want to change, go ahead and write it down a while, or make a note if you want, or try to remember it.
That's fine.
We'll see if we can change anything.
Put it on the docket.
Let's try to buzz through these last ones.
Yeah, there's not a lot left. Next up is a guy from class 1B. He's like a lizard dude. I forget what he
Trying to
does,
find
though.
some of these people. Don't worry. It's just that you're quicker each time because I don't know their names.
Do I know that
Seat
cluster
number
B?
3, Togaru Kamakiri.
Yeah,
And
that's his
his
name.
ability is Razor Sharp. Togaru's quirk allows him to produce large blades from any part of his body. Cool quirk, but ultimately, I don't think it's that crazy useful. It's just like you get blades anywhere. Maybe can you turn into like a hedgehog maybe and roll around as a big blade? You know what I mean? Create a circular, like all around yourself in a circle, kind of, and then start rolling as a blade.
Yeah, that's an interesting idea. I feel
How
like
long can the blade be as well?
if he can't do much with the blades, he just grows them. Probably D tier.
Was his name Geen in Bleach, who could shoot his blade like super
Yeah.
far?
Genichimaru.
Yeah, dude, very
He was
sick.
dope.
Extend.
Very sick. So if you could do some shit like that, that's pretty dope.
I'll try to save some interesting people for last. Next up we have Toru Hagakure. She's Invisible Girl. So you're invisible.
Invisibility is super strong. I don't care what you say about it. You can do
D.
anything with fucking invisibility. Yeah, B is good. D?
Oh no. Oh yeah. Yeah, D.
D?
Oh.
No.
Oh, D. I was actually going to say C.
B. Really, guys?
Yeah, but like
We're
what
all
else?
split?
So she's invisible. Like that's it. Like
yeah,
she
but
doesn't have
you
any.
can do anything while you're invisible.
but
like
when
you're-
think of the usefulness
if she's
of
wearing
that.
clothes, then she's fine.
Okay, but then you don't have to, and then you're always
But-
never going to be seen ever.
Yeah, but then what
Yeah.
do you do with that?
I don't
You're
know.
stealthy, dude.
You're stealth-
It's
you
the
can do
best. It's
anything.
one of the best stealth quirks you can have.
So are you gonna sneak up and like stab somebody to death?
Could.
I guess,
Yes.
or-
Sneak up and
then they'll
choke
see
him
the
out.
knife
Absolutely.
just floating through the air. You see what I'm saying? Like what do we?
Or
Choke him out.
Or, well, dude, we've learned that what she does is bend light. She can refract light and shit. So it's possible. Like, you got to think about hero tools. Who knows what they could create that also she can make invisible with her. Like, I'm sure she's gonna have a hero suit that is also invisible with her, so she doesn't have to be naked. And I'm certain she could have tools that are also invisible with her.
Do we not think though of all like the coveted superpowers in the world that invisibility is not one of the coolest and strongest ones, or like not strongest but most useful? Like that one just seems super useful to me.
It's
Even
definitely
if she was
useful.
a villain, like take it. I don't know. I mean, I'll go down to C, but I don't think it's a D tier. Look at the D tier people. Hair guy. I don't think it hangs with hair guy.
You always bring up hair guy. Poor hair guy.
I don't know. Well,
Next
bring
up,
up
let's
Cloud
do I forget. Oh, is this the guy that can
Shia Hasakai. He's very obedient.
he also fought
Nice.
he also fought Sun Eater in that one fight. What was the other thing that guy could do? He could fuck. I wish I
I
could
don't
remember.
have the yeah, you should have been a little more prepared here, Bowden. But I don't have the Shia Hasakai in front of me here.
Oh man, you boys, you know.
I can't find him. Oh, villains. Here we go.
I got him.
All right.
Gordon already took care of it, Chase. You can calm down.
There you go. I was just waiting for that.
Larceny. Oh, that's right. I remember this. It allows him to instantly relocate an object from someone else's possession to his own hands. He needs to be able to see his target, and there is a limit to the size of what he can steal.
Okay, so I mean, okay.
Good in certain missions. Good, helpful, very helpful in certain missions.
This is low. This is
Yeah.
low, guys. This is a low
Pop
tier.
into C.
This is a D tier quirk.
Same
is a-
type of vibe as invisibility. Super good for like trying to get something, you know, like
No.
Yeah.
Because like
yeah.
no. you
Definitely.
can disarm someone, maybe that's it. But like
Definitely.
invisibility, you could sneak up on someone and attack them. You could do reconnaissance. You could be like, there's a lot more to it, I think.
Yeah, but we got to think more. But we can't just think about the offensive abilities of.
I know.
Of all
I
the
say
characters.
reconnaissance.
We got to
yeah.
think of just the whole picture, Chase. I think that's something you might just be struggling with a little bit.
This is low tier. He could just it's in my hands now. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but like, what if you're trying to
all the
steal
quirks
something
on
from
this
someone?
list. All the
Like
quirks
if
on this
if
list.
the mission is to take something,
If
like,
the mission is to take something, yeah, let's
right,
call that
which
guy
I'm sure
up.
it is. It's not all going to be about
Let's
we need
call
to
that
beat this
guy
person
up.
to death.
Well,
And I
no,
certainly
know.
wouldn't go for invisibility girl if I'm looking for like a war to fight or win.
Ah.
I'm thinking. So you're both. I think.
I think that's blasphemy. I think you're.
This
you're-
feels like D tier to me.
Yeah, it does, right?
Whatever. I
just
hate both of you.
I'm sorry. I just feel like unless he's stealing something crucial that like a hero
Which
tool or
maybe
something
he
that
is.
you
Haha! It's in my hands now. Like,
Yeah, and then you run away and
It
you
seems
win.
like a magician, like a street magician to me. Like,
That's
all
all
just,
right.
now you're just being hurtful.
let's do
Inspire.
another Shie Haisekai guy. Let's get him out of the
Okay.
way. One of the last people I'm not sure.
Hasekai.
I think I know everybody else's quirk then. I don't have to look up anybody then. Let's do him, get him out of the way. And also this class 1B person there. Chase, can you look up this girl here?
What does she look like?
Class 1B, this one on the end here. Got like dark
Yes, I'll figure that
hair.
out.
Thank you. We'll get her out of the way then. I forget what I think she
Chase, can you
is
look
the
her
girl
up?
with sharp teeth.
Gonna look her up right now, boys.
Thanks,
Please?
Chase.
I'll do the Shie
please?
Haisekai guy first.
Got her.
Once it loads. Okay, if you want to say her quirk, go to
Her name is
first.
Yui Kodai. She's looking cool. Her quirk is size. Yui's quirk grants her the ability to alter the size of non-living objects that she has interacted with. It appears to be activated by her touching her fingertips together. So like a little-
Yeah.
like really nervous, like that.
Um,
Non-living objects, but it doesn't have to be instantaneous. She could have touched it and then later on done it. So
D.
but
Yeah,
it's just
probably D.
altering the size. So yeah, it's not like crazy. Yeah, D.
you could if she can throw something small and then make it big in midair before it impacts somebody, that could be a cool attack.
that's
It's like some Ishiki stuff, you know. Throw that in the mix.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Boruto reference. Nice, dude. Shout out to
really
Boruto.
good reference. See
Shout
if any
out
of our
Boruto.
6-year-old fans caught that
You're garbage.
reference.
It's the most hyped anime right now. I don't need to hear it.
Oh, what a blasphemy! What a
No, it
blasphemous
is.
statement.
Next up, we have Yu Hojo from Shie Haisekai.
I
This
remember
guy,
You remember him?
his quirk is crystallize. Oh, this is the diamond guy. He
Yeah,
can
yeah.
produce sharp, durable crystals on his skin.
So that's pretty cool. It's like armor,
That's-
but it's also offensive. It has the same level to me. It reminds me of Crust in that he has shields that he can use for offensive purposes as well.
I feel like this is closer to the guy I'm pointing at in C tier, who can create like diamond. He can create lizard scales on his body and then also fire them off. He can. I feel like that's very similar. Like you can create armor and then probably also like throw them at people type shit.
Go back to the description there. Is that all he could do? He can't. Is that all it said?
Oh,
Crystals are super.
possibly.
Diamond's really strong. That's one of the strongest.
Oh, so yeah, he can use it for both ranged offense and defense. He can also grow his crystals into the form of a sword around his arm.
All right. Yeah. It's it's nothing to take home to mom. I don't know. I wouldn't
Yeah.
be too proud about that one. C tier's fine.
All right, let's do what's this guy's name? Trumpet. This
Yes.
guy's got Bello Betty's devil fruit from
It's
One
the
Piece.
insight. It's the insight. I think.
Yeah, this guy can essentially like rally the troops. He can inspire people to fight.
Increases their physical prowess and endurance, I think, and all around combat abilities and whatnot.
Nice.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. I think it's stronger than like C tier. If I'm being honest, I think it's
I actually think it's perfectly in C tier.
yeah, you know what? It's fine. I think that's fine. I'm looking at B tier and I don't know if it can hang.
It's like it's
Yeah.
definitely above that. Let's put it there. You're right.
Well, I was thinking like situationally, if you have a mob of people, like you can just go out and make them do whatever you want them to
Yeah, but
do,
we gotta
which is
think
pretty
more,
cool.
We got to think more about the overall ability, not just the offensive ability, Chase.
I know, and I didn't say it would all be offensive. You,
I
can make
just
them
kinda wish
build
you
a
really just
neighborhood. You could go out and get a
that.
bunch of people to just rebuild the neighborhood, Austin.
You're really gentrifying.
No, it's not all about
neighborhoods.
fucking offense here, bud.
Yeah,
That's
let's-
why Dobby should be lower. You disgust me. I hate this list.
Let's do these two guys. There's two guys here that can shoot laser beams. This guy Xless, who can shoot a laser beam from his right eye
Don't
or
compare
left eye.
them.
Some fucking
And then
Cyclops
Yugo
shit.
Aoyama, who can shoot a laser beam from his belly button.
And then
Where do we want to
Falsetto.
put the laser beam quirks?
So naval laser should be higher. I think inherently naval
He
lasers.
gets one, and then he's like basically incapacitated. What are you talking about? I know you stand this character. But
Yeah, this is F.
ridiculous.
This is if it's not D tier, it's
This-
F.
It's
His
D.
laser beam is actually so strong though, and he can like travel with it. We've seen him like shoot it, and then he like flies around. With
Coolest thing he's done was in a movie that was like half canon.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
I think with practice, he could level a city with this
Yeah,
thing.
but we're not talking about practice.
Like Death Star level where it just cuts it in half.
That's ridiculous. That's the most insane thing I've
Honestly,
ever heard.
You're scared of naval laser's power, and I understand being
Say it 3
scared of
times
it.
fast, why don't you?
Moving on. What do you
I
guys
think this could be.
I think naval laser should actually belong in like an A tier. If it was up to me personally.
Austin, that's disgusting. I'm gonna put him in D tier, actually.
If we have Mina Ashido, she can throw like corrosive acid, right? It's like it's not amazing, but it's good. I feel like a strong laser beam, if you can aim it right and like for long enough, if you can train to make him not have a stomach ache after a minute, it can be pretty good. I feel like maybe C tier. What do you think, Austin?
I don't know. Are we? We're talking about. We're done talking about naval laser. We've all settled that he's a C tier.
No. I mean, like, where do you think he should be? Do you think he should be lower?
Are we talking about the? This is what I'm.
Both of the lasers are
both
pretty.
of the-
We're gonna
so-
equate them.
They're
both
both
lasers
laser.
collective.
Yeah, I feel like they're both laser beams, so I feel like we could put them in the same spot.
I mean,
What do you
I
think?
don't know. C, I guess, is all right. I mean, it's a tough one.
I'll agree. Actually, it
is
should
tough.
go D. I thought about it, and it should go D. I was standing the character.
Well, now I
Austin
don't want
caught
D.
me.
Now I
Austin
don't want
caught
D.
me, and you know what? I'm gonna refrain from standing this character any further. I'm not like
So
Bowden.
C?
I'm not gonna put Sun Eater in S tier. I'm not gonna put Naval Laser in S tier. I'm not crazy. I can identify the flaws that I'm making.
We could put him in. We could put
So-
him there. I'll give Chase a little wiggle room
Okay,
here.
that's fine.
Wow.
I actually think that's wrong, but it's okay.
All right. Next up, we have the guy from Class 1B. He can weld stuff together. Probably F tier.
I think that's messed up. I think I appreciate the welders of the nation. Shout out to all my welding friends. What's up, metal workers united? It's a great union.
I'm very pro union as
Welders
well.
founded the nation, basically.
I mean, it's like modern day alchemy. You're putting two things together, you're connecting them. It's pretty strong, pretty awesome.
Next up, we have. Well, do you guys disagree with F tier?
No, it's cool.
No,
Fuck
that's
them.
good.
Yeah. Next up, we have
fuck
Frappe, who is a
welders.
frog. I feel like a frog. She's like talented in the show, but her quirk just kind of sucks to me. I feel like she's got her tongue can like extend and like she can hit people with it. And
Yeah,
I
but
feel
the
like this
acid,
is-
she can do acid, right?
I think.
oh, can she do acid now?
yeah,
oh, and she can
yeah.
also go invisible now, can't she?
She
Yeah.
can, yeah, she can go
I'd put her in a
underwater.
C.
She can also breathe underwater, I think, or at least like really long time. She can stick to walls. I don't think it's D tier. I think you were
No
thinking
lower
about
than
putting her
C.
D tier. I think C tier is perfect for her.
No lower than C. C would be perfect,
Yeah,
I think. She's
maybe
definitely
you guys
improved
have a
since day
point.
one.
I'm just thinking about being a frog, and that just sucks ass. But like, I forgot that she developed
loves being a
powers.
she's
in
frog.
the
very,
latest
she's
season.
very kawaii.
She is kawaii. Actually, she's not kawaii. I disagree. There's a lot of hentai out there of
Kawaii.
Sue, and I don't understand it.
Is there?
You people who want to fuck this character are fucking degenerate to me. I'm sorry. You guys
She's
are real
like
fucking
12.
weird.
Hentai terrifies me.
It's not even the age thing is bad enough because they're all high schoolers. I'm just talking about like she's not cute. She's a fucking frog. It's weird. I don't get it, but whatever. Oh man.
That's
next
another
up-
episode, guys.
Yeah, that's
I
a
definitely
separate.
don't want to
save
do an
that for another
episode.
episode.
We'll rant about that later.
I'll
Would you
probably
guys
opt
fuck
out
a
of that one.
frog?
Next up, let's do
45
Yo
minutes.
Shindo from Ketsubutsu Academy. He can
course, of
create
course.
tremors. He can create tremors, earthquakes.
That's fucking strong. That's like world breaking,
It is.
right?
That's an A or a B
That's
in
an
my
A.
opinion.
That's an A tier quirk to me.
Yeah.
It's
Where's the
I
Earth guy
agree.
so
at? Where's
destructive.
Earth guy? Where's Earth? Wait, there was someone who could do something with
The
Earth.
Earth bending woman.
Pixie Bob. Pixie Bob
Then
is
yeah,
right here.
for sure.
She's
for
a
sure, A.
earthbender. Yeah.
For sure, A.
Yeah. A fits him well. Let's do Blood King? What's his name again?
I see what you're doing.
Oh.
I love it.
It's Vlad King. Wait, what, Chase?
I love that you're saving some of these characters. I love it.
I just feel like I didn't want to just peter out and have someone lame at the last few. You know what I mean?
Speaking of
fine.
Peter, we definitely want to look at Centipede.
Centipede should go up, and I'm gonna
Let's
rescind
do-
my Danny.
Well,
DeVetoes.
hey, we're gonna revise the things after. I'm trying
We
to
don't
get
get
to
to
the last
resend
few.
a Danny DeVito.
I'm trying to get the last few, and then we can edit them. Fuck. Let's do Vlad King. He can control blood. I forget the exact specifications of his quirk.
Like he can't just suck the blood from you, because that would be pretty pretty strong.
He
right?
might be able to.
Suck.
That would just like you win. You win any fight if they're made of blood.
Sekijiro Khan. Blood control. It allows him to freely manipulate his own blood after it has left his body. He can also solidify the ejected blood, allowing him to trap his opponent. It appears that his quirk allows him to go unaffected by levels of blood loss that would normally be fatal to the average human. Okay. I think I'm going to go with...
Oh, I forgot he's the teacher. Totally forgot that.
Yeah, he's the class 1B teacher.
Yeah, I forgot that. I like his energy on screen. Kind of a whack quirk though. Doesn't hang with Eraserhead, and I see why. I'm gonna say
think it's a cool quirk.
C tier.
I think it's kind of dark and interesting and like it's neat, I think. But wait, where'd you say? You said C?
I think C tier. I think
For sure.
it looks like
For
it matches.
sure.
Like I don't know. Frappe's ability is kind of cooler to me.
I don't know.
Oh, wait. Yeah, Frappe is cooler than him.
But we also have Naval Laser in there.
More
and
useful.
other people.
C tier.
Do you think Frappe should be B? Did I put Frappe in C? Frappe
I think
should be
she
B.
should be B.
Yeah, my bad.
Let's take him to B. I feel good with that actually. Frappe.
No, I meant Frappe, Chase.
Yeah,
because
Frappe. Yeah.
Frappe's. I think he should be B as well, though. Like maybe bottom of B.
That's part
Because
of the
his
issue. Is I don't.
Like we haven't seen him use it much, but I'm really imagining like he's basically got an element that he always has with him that he can use and manipulate to do shit. You know what I mean? Like what was his one?
What is the extent that he can
ability?
do again? Can I read it again quick?
It did say he
Freely
is very
manipulates
tall.
someone.
I read that up there.
After it has left his body, he has to cut himself to like make this work.
No, you haven't watched the show. He has like a suit on him and he's got his blood in like vials around his body already.
Yeah, true. All right. Well,
Blood ejecting glove. Sekijiro wears a gauntlet that can eject and reabsorb large amounts of his own blood. Yeah, like this. I feel like this quirk is really good.
So to me, it has absolutely no different. It's no different than being able to manipulate water. Where do we put the water manipulator? I don't understand how it could be different.
Manual is right here. Yeah.
In B. All right.
Could be.
Yep.
That's fine.
Next up, let's do Oowabami, who is she's got snake skin or not snake skin. She's got snake-like hair that she can manipulate.
She's a snag.
She's a snack.
Snag.
We haven't seen her fight or do anything, but if she just has snake hair, that's probably F.
Yeah, I mean, what is that going to do against like anyone?
Yeah. Let's do Twice. Twice is one of the coolest characters in the show, and his quirk is awesome. He can create a duplicate of anything, but in season 5, he now can create a duplicates of duplicates. So now he can just create as many as he possibly can conceive of.
It's
B.
easily what?
B? Bro, this is an S tier quirk.
Don't they all
It's
progressively
S-tier.
get substantially weaker?
I don't think if they progressively get weaker.
I don't
do they?
Yeah,
think
The
like
more
I
he
think
makes?
I think what they were saying was that each one gets weaker than the previous because they do like a segment in the scene where he does that, where they do like a animated thing where like he makes 5 of them and like
It
the
just
fifth
shows
one-
them getting
the
bonked
5th
on
one
the
dies
head.
like instantly, and then the 4th one dies like a little bit like they each
No,
one,
they
like,
all die-
responds to-
Go ahead
I
and
don't think
Google
so.
that. Just Google that quick, Austin.
Either way, even if that is a thing, I'm gonna stick with S tier. That is such a crazy strong quirk. We saw how strong it was this last season, season 5.
Sad Man's Parade. Everybody, come on.
Insanity, bro. He created an army of people, even if they're weak.
Dude, even if they're weak, he flooded the city with like thousands of him.
As a villain,
Well,
like
then
that's-
I'm getting it doesn't even matter if I'm looking it up. Throw them in whatever.
Well, no, look it up because you might have a point. Like
yeah.
whatever. I guess I'll Google it then, Austin.
It's
I'm
still S
I'm
tier.
Googling. Look at. Give me a second here.
Good boy.
Requires the measurements of the person.
Oh man, I'm so thankful that he's like mentally there now. And, like,
Until we decide that, let's do Wash Hero quick because this guy is chaotic evil. Everyone knows that.
so Wash Hero,
It should be
running
noted
joke.
that here's the issue. It should
Yeah.
be noted that Twice has no control over the clones he creates. This was shown when he created clones of himself, and the clones eventually turned against each other and killed themselves.
Right.
It's because they didn't know who was who, though.
It's a big issue.
I guess they still don't, but
But he doesn't just make
Um,
duplicates of himself too. He can duplicate anything or anybody.
Yeah, but he needs to know the exact measurements, weight, and size of that person or thing.
yeah. Either way, though, you get that, and you make an army. I think the ability to make an army is so strong, and like they're all like.
Yeah, but
I
don't we
know,
have
man.
someone else who did that and they're
Yeah,
not in
but
S
that
tier?
was, but they're okay. The difference is that he has to control them with a computer, and he has to make them out of like a refrigerate, like objects. With Twice's, it's literally shadow clone jutsu.
Yeah, but I don't.
He's like, I make them, and there are hundreds
how
and
do
hundreds
we
of them there.
how do we skip A though? Like, how does it go from B right to S?
Because I personally think
We'll
like
see.
the ability to do that is insanely strong. You could take over a city. You could like as a villain, even as a hero, you could get like think of it as a hero. You could just rebuild a city. You could like help out so much with like having that many people. That many people is
Yeah,
insane.
I mean, think about how fast you could like decorate a whole apartment.
Okay, now you're okay. I see what you're doing, but also, yeah, you could do that really quick.
I will say, Austin, I do agree with S.
Yeah, I mean,
I really feel like throwing numbers at people, like just a barrage of people, is like insane. If he wasn't able to do that in season 5, like if we didn't
Sure.
see him able to do that, I would have him lower.
But now
But-
here's my issue. Let's say he's throwing numbers at, say, Cementos or the people that can control the earth. What do those numbers do when you can just fucking crater everybody in one sitting?
Distract
At-
them.
True,
and
but at the very least, distractions, as well as like think about him creating more
Distraction is
people.
an S tier move, though. Then
It's
But
not
no,
just a
think about it.
distraction,
Like if he
bro.
throws a ton of
Crazy.
people at somebody and say Cementos just
Crazy.
crushes them, he could have sent a few to another area to do other shit that like, and he could have 100 people distracting someone, a few others doing other shit. Like he can create an army himself. Like that's
Yeah, but they
pretty
don't
wild.
And
really
you
listen,
also
like, they argue
use
with each other.
Cementos. Well, they all listened to him by the end when he controlled the quirk better. They were just arguing over which one is real because it was like I think that was
Yeah.
a joke type thing. But they were all listening to him. It's not like they weren't under his control. It's like it's literally shadow clone jutsu,
Okay, well, I mean,
which is
there's
one of
two
the
people
strongest
saying-
jutsus in fucking Naruto.
Two people saying, "Don't ever speak on Naruto like that to me ever
It's
again."
forbidden
No,
jutsu.
leave it in S tier. You're good.
Also, you use Cementos, who is the sleeper cell S tier in A tier right now. As
Well, that's
the
the part
example.
then,
It was a
that's
bad
All right,
example.
we're almost done. All right, guys, we're almost done. Hang on, let's
Yeah,
finish. this
we
up.
gotta rush this. Up.
We got Wash Hero next. Horikoshi created this troll ass character to completely terrorize the community. This thing is a monster
Okay.
Like a toilet bowl?
in laundry form.
Okay, guys.
Um,
So this guy is pure chaotic energy. He's the number 8 hero somehow in the top 10. I don't comprehend it. It doesn't seem like he speaks any language. He doesn't. He is his own being. Truly and utterly chaotic energy. This man fucking is insane. I am going to veto anything you say. And I love this character. I'm gonna let my I'm gonna not even look at the quirk here. I'm gonna look at him as a character. I love him. We're gonna throw him an S tier here. I love him so much.
Oh man, that's.
I just
fucking
read a
ridiculous.
spoiler that, oh my god, Wash is insane. His quirk is Clean Bubbler. His quirk allows him to create and control soapy water from his body. The stream is strong enough to keep several people in the air. And he can also use the quirk to generate large soap bubbles that he uses to envelop targets and make them
So
float.
if you just cover yourself in needles, you're straight.
No,
Smart.
against the
Yeah.
bubbles, maybe. But
Yeah,
like, I
well
don't-
then that's what I'm saying. You just pop all the bubs.
No, I think the bubbles are stronger than that, bud.
Throw him in S tier. Why don't we?
We're gonna throw him an S tier. I've been using.
He's
throw him
got to
an
be
S
A
tier.
tier. He's got to be at least A tier.
I have a veto, everyone.
He's
and I
got
am
to use
break-
the Danny
You guys
DeVito.
broke the tier list. You guys all
Wait,
broke
you
the
used your
fucking-
Danny DeVito on
No,
somebody
we get-
else.
No,
we
I'm
get a
using my
veto
normal
and a
veto.
Danny DeVito. Danny DeVito's you can't do
Oh.
anything
A
against.
Danny DeVito is a counter veto. I prematurely use this veto immediately to veto anything you guys say. I'm gonna put him where I want, and he goes to S.
Fuck.
tier.
Fuck yeah, dude. S tier. S tier.
So you guys already broke this fucking tier list earlier with your bullshit fucking logic. Let's break it some more. He's an S tier. I love him.
All right, next up we have Shigaraki. Finally, he's the last one.
SS.
SS.
Yup.
SS. It's the epitome of being an evil villain. He's the best evil.
Even
villain
his
ever.
quirk alone,
It's
without all for one, I would
SS.
put in SS, but he has all for one. He's going to get all for one, so that's going to be insane.
All right. That's the end of this this tier list.
This
All right, before we start
godforsaken
moving
tier
things
list.
around, I'm gonna take a bathroom break. Give me 1 minute.
All right.
Take your time.
So, well, don't take your time. But also, we'll start going through this right now, I guess, as we look at it. We're going to be moving some of these characters around, I think, really quickly. I don't want this to go over too fucking long. We're at 2 hours, but that's fine.
No, we can do it briefly. It won't take long.
It won't take too long.
Is there anybody that you want to change?
So you want to go top down, bottom top? Doesn't matter. Let's just go in order.
Let's start at the top because top is we're the least contentious probably.
SS tier, I think, is healthy. I'm happy with everyone in there. Aaron is the only, or Eri is the only one who I'm like, meh. But also, I think it's super strong if she controls it. So I think that deservedly is there. And don't, Bowden, get out of here.
It's Shigaraki. What do you?
Yeah, put him below All Might. You think All Might would lose to that?
All for One is easily a stronger quirk than One for All. That's like been established.
You're a joke.
And he has decay. And
you're a joke as a person. I don't like what you stand for.
Let's see. S
tier. Let's look at it.
So Austin, we've oh, you can't hear us yet. So Austin, we've agreed that S tier is or SS is strong. We probably don't need to change that at all. S tier we're looking at now.
Anybody thinking S tier should be moved up or moved down?
Other than Washiro?
I mean,
you can't touch him.
Still kind of leaning on the stain move here. So I mean,
insane.
Still one that I don't know if I'm.
So they're only paralyzed for how long, right? A few seconds or a few minutes, based on the blood type.
I mean, it didn't really even give a time frame. It's just like they're paralyzed for an indefinite period of time.
Yeah, and it doesn't even seem like if your blood type is like strong enough or whatever, it's like you're barely affected. Then yeah,
no, it's one blood type is not affected. That's
exactly. So
and
if
it's
you're
the least common
blood
type.
Not even a good combative.
Well, then he's also still a good. No, he's not combative.
You have to
he's
get
still
their
a great
blood.
fighter.
Yeah, I know. That's fine. But we're looking at
I have something I would change.
Looking at his quirk though.
I have something I would change. I think Shinzo should be S tier.
I disagree.
I think mind control is wild. I think you guys are underestimating literal mind control. With his hero tool, he can trick anybody.
Isn't there another person who does that we put lower than that?
Mind control?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was another character that has that, something like that. Something about they can answer any question.
Who's next to Gran Torino to the right?
That's just like telling the truth.
Yeah,
that's just
right.
Who's to the right of Gran Torino there?
Neji Raejado, who has the Quirk Surge. She can control like energy being. She has like
yeah.
Is it because you don't remember seeing her do anything? That's why you're like confused because her quirk is amazing.
Yeah, I can't remember.
You could admit to a Chase. It's okay.
The creation. I'm starting to think the creation quirk maybe is not as OP as I thought. It seems super OP, but like
I thought but the thing is it's not overpowered. It's just one of the most useful quirks in the show, and I feel like that's why it's an S.
Yeah, I deserve this. I think that's fine. I think Monoma deserves there. I think S is also fine right now, if I'm being honest.
How do you actually think Shinzo should be an S, guys? It's mind control. If he just responds to you in any way, he literally controls all of your actions.
All right, but like you're defeated. I have an agreement. I'll be happy to move Shinzo up.
Oh, he knows. I know what he's going for.
Drop the bullshit fucking facade that you think Sun Eater deserves to be an S tier. Get out of here with your bullshit.
That was my you can't just make me undo a fucking Danny DeVito.
Oh, that was your Danny DeVito.
Yeah, that's Danny DeVito. That's an end all be all.
Oh man.
You know how the Danny DeVitos work.
That is a strong Danny DeVito. All right, whatever. Put Shinzo up. I think that's fine. It is really strong. It's just once you see through it though, it's over. Like once you see through that, you have one chance basically. And if anyone sees through it, you're basically nothing to that person. Do you know what I mean?
Because I feel like
there's absolutely no way to get back.
Think about being on a mission. Like if they don't know Shinzo is on a mission to fight them, then they're not going to plan against that. Who's going to plan against that quirk ever?
No, I know. I'm just saying once you realize Shinzo is someone you're fighting though, like then because everyone was able to beat him in the tournament there. Like even when he had the voice modulator, like they overcame him. And they didn't know, like, you know what I mean? So I guess they knew he was fighting against him.
I'm not saying you're like unbeatable because even people in S have been beaten with their quirks, but I'm just saying the quirk itself is so amazing. I feel like we're underestimating it.
The only problem is it's not like pure mind control. It's like they have to answer a question. So if they don't answer your question or respond,
But
it's
his
not even
hero
a question.
tool
I think
salt,
it's just responding to
His
you.
hero tool is insane though.
Yeah, but once you see through it, it's over. He has nothing else. That's my only hesitation. If it was like actually just the ability to do it, you know what I mean? I don't know. All right, so anybody want to move Cementos up?
No.
I don't know that he's better than people who can control the actual earth. Like he can only
Look at
control
him.
cement. No, I mean, but see now you're just being ridiculous.
Look at his face.
Think about the tremors dude, the earthquake dude, and the girl who can actually literal control earth, like just period ground, all ground.
Cement is stronger.
That's
than
probably
just the earth.
including cement because cement is on the ground.
I don't think so. Just because
Now,
it's on
not
the
specific-
ground.
Yeah, but not specifically cement. It's just included in the whole thing, I'd imagine. You know what I'm saying? What we got to meet in the middle here.
Okay, so let's look at A tier.
So if we're gonna move,
do you want to move Shinzo up, Austin? What do you think?
Yeah,
Yes, dude.
because I mean, to an enemy, generally speaking, especially
Whatever.
with the
Fucking
hero
move him up.
tool.
Fucking move him up, dude. Whatever, man.
Thank you, Austin.
Fucking
I just feel like
whatever,
his
bro.
like mind control is like wild.
So we sure want to keep Dabi in A? I'll allow it. It's fine. Well, let's stop there. Where's the cloud guy? B tier.
I know. Yeah,
We'll wait
he's
to
going
get
right
to. We'll
for
wait
it.
to get to him. What's his name, by the way?
Don't even tell him.
Oboro.
Obero.
Don't even tell him.
It should be an A tier. You're lucky. You're insane for thinking it should be lower than B. You're absolutely insane.
I still have a Danny DeVito that
Yeah,
I haven't used.
Yeah, you
so
got to use that now, buddy.
I'm looking for something here.
Yeah, anything you want to DeVito up or down, go for it, bro.
Hmm.
Looking at A right now, I think everyone belongs in A. I don't think anyone should be moved down at the very least. Maybe should anybody be moved up to S? Because we moved Shinzo up.
You know, I really like Ed Shot. I think the flexibility of his character is really it's really on point with some of the best.
I agree. I think his quirk is really amazing.
And I mean, I do think he's got more going for him. He's faster than Cementos. He's faster than all these other guys. I mean,
Yeah, he can knock people out almost instantaneously. It's pretty cool.
So I mean,
he can become like untargetable too. So it's like
he might be an S type person for me.
I think
here.
he's S over Shinzo for sure.
Over Shinzo?
I mean, if we were comparing
I think
between the two, definitely. But I mean, I'm just saying in addition to and as well as also including making Ed Shot an S tier is kind of what I'm thinking.
Destro, Tenya, Ida's in there. Best Genus is in A. I think those are fair.
I think Ed Shot is the only person in
Speaker
A that
Mike.
needs to move up.
Toma. I
Be
think
better than
A tier's
Cementos.
pretty solid. I almost want to say the Shadow guy goes down, but it's fine. I think that's okay.
I'm kind of just doing my own little rearranging here and there and like in the tiers just from like
What number is Ed Shot as a hero?
I think number 4. Or he
And what
used
is
to be number
Cementos?
4.
He's
or
currently
5.
the number 5.
Cementos is he's not even on any ranking. They can't contain him to a ranked list at all.
I don't know that that's why he's
He
not
actually
on it, but
he's not even allowed to be legally on one. He would transcend any list he was ever upon. So people voted to actually remove him from the hero rankings because he is the end all be all of heroes. That is Cementos, and that is who we trust and love. God praise him.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still I think Ed Shot needs to be an S tier. And I need to know if I need to use it. That's something I feel pretty strongly about.
Should we remove Tetsu and Kirishima from S tier, or is that fine?
I think I would agree with Austin. I think I'll move him up to S for you.
I think that's fine too.
I really like his quirk a lot, even though we haven't seen it a lot, but I can imagine all the things you could do with it. Like you can evade most attacks with that quirk. Like you're so stealthy with that quirk. Like it's really good.
And he looks hard as fuck. That's my personal.
And he's got a great character design. I think A is pretty good and S and SS so far. Do you guys want to move to B quick?
Yeah, gotta be quick.
Let's look at B.
Kaminari should go up. That's all right though. Whatever. Cloud
to
guy needs to go down. This will be my last main argument here. So it's not even. There's no offense ability. There's no. It's all he can do is make clouds that you can stand on and store things in. He basically makes chests that you can fly on. That's all he can do. That is the extent of his power. That's it. And that is B tier is a gracious place for him to be placed in. Look at other
If you
people
do-
in C tier. Like some of
Bode,
those are
if we
better
do
than
look
him.
at all of the other people in B,
It's
like,
just a
how does he stack up?
it's
Like,
just
you tell me. No,
transportation.
it's not like an implication. Like, how do you think he stacks up against the majority?
What
of
I
B?
do is I picture, we haven't seen him fight at all. So you only have to picture him in a battle situation. Like that's all we can do is hypotheticalize or whatever. I can picture him being in a fight and creating a ton of clouds for tons of cover. Like you can hide in all of them. You don't know which one he's in. You can store people and tools inside of them. So you don't know what's inside each one.
Here's his
You can
super
fly
move.
that you can solidify them and fly on them. Like they're so incredibly useful. Even though
then he falls back on all he has to fall back on is his combat ability. Then
Chase, you also don't know if he can create like if they can solidify enough to be a shield or like a sword or something like that.
It says no.
You don't know that. And
they're just clouds. They're just dense enough to be touched and carry stuff. It's not like a shield. He can't make shields out of it. It would say that in his quirk ability, Bowden. What it says here in his super move, this is his super move, mind you. I'm going to read his super move on the wiki. He creates a small cloud in front of his opponent, temporarily blocking their vision. While the opponent is distracted, he creates larger clouds around him to hide within. That's his super ability. He hides in other clouds that he can then use his staff to jump out and attack with.
It's like you're purposefully not thinking about the applications of the quirk.
I am entirely. His super ability is that he hides in quirks. He can distract you and like move
Chase,
around.
There are
like,
people in A and S tier that can't battle at all.
That's fine.
And his quirk that are just useful. And his quirk is incredibly useful. It's not about being able to physically punch, like overpower your opponent. It's about its usefulness.
I know. And literally, the quirk has it's a distraction quirk. It's no different to me, almost no different than the illusion girl, Cammy or whatever, at the bottom in F or D tier. To make illusions, like that's pretty much on par with what he's doing here. He can jump in and out of these fucking clouds. Yeah, it's cool. I understand he can like change the battlefield so that he has an advantage inherently and, you know, dive in and out, use that to his advantage. I get that. I understand it, but that's it. That's all he has is the quirk. That's all it is. He otherwise uses a staff, it says, to attack people. So, I don't know.
Well, when you say it like that
just seems weak. It seems super fucking weak to me.
I don't know if I even have an opinion. Like I could see him in C and B.
We didn't see him in anything. It's all speculation, so it's whatever.
Yeah. Well, see that. Yeah, that is part of my issue. I don't know. Like some of these characters we use speculation.
Drop
for,
them off the list.
We don't.
Oh, here's another hot take. Getten should be on the same fucking list as Dobby, so he should be an A, I think, as well, or at least where'd we put?
I mean, he was fighting with Dobby, and
I did use my Danny
appear
DeVito
to lose at all.
At all.
Right?
At all.
Bode?
What's up?
So like Getten was fighting like tit for tat with Dobby and like it really didn't look like he was having any issues, right?
He left to go help Redestro after the building collapsed, I think. He didn't get overpowered or anything. It was the same exact
it's
combat ability.
It's speculative wise. It's like,
and he can fly with
him
it.
Up to A.
And he can
I was
fly
just
with
curious. I didn't necessarily need it.
I appreciate it. You can keep your fucking cloud person in B, whatever.
I just don't know. It's like I feel like you're being purposefully obtuse.
I'm not being obtuse. You're being a little cutie.
I don't know why you can't like.
I can, Bowden.
Like,
I am imagining. I hate when you say I can't imagine. I am imagining it. I just told you how I imagined it. Every way I can imagine how all these quirks work. That's what we're doing for all the entire list. For all these people, we can imagine all this shit. But the cloud thing, it's just clouds. Also,
you could summon. You could summon like dozens.
Face.
You could be fighting as somebody, summon dozens of clouds, and he doesn't know which one you're hiding in, and you can be so like stealthy and like. I don't know. I don't get it.
And then you just run back away from the clouds. I don't know.
Oh, and then what? Oh, retreat from the fight? Then he won the fight. The fuck are you talking about? Oh, I can't beat this guy. I have to retreat. And you think that's
Look at
bad?
the other B tier quirks though. Like, does it really hang even with those?
Yes.
Oh man. All right, B's super
yes,
mid-range.
It does.
B's super. I'd only argue for to go.
This guy spins his fucking arms around. This guy can spin his body parts, and he's in B.
I didn't think
Cloud
he should
is
be
better
in B.
than that.
I didn't think he should be in B. I thought he should have been in C.
I thought he should be in B.
You guys said B. I said C for almost like half these people. It's hard though, guys. I think that's fine.
Laugh. Maybe we'll put Joke down to C. Okay, all she does is make him laugh. Let's move her down to C. Mandalay.
Pharaoh-
Mandalay can. Oh, she is the telepath.
You think
That's such a
Sarah's
useful
really
quirk.
convenient.
Telepathy.
Sarah's
I
cool
like
though.
that.
You think Sarah's cool in B still? And Gang
Yeah,
Orca
because
and
he's like,
Seal?
I think about the applications of his quirk. He can capture people really well, and his
Okay.
maneuverability is great. He's like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So I
yeah.
guess if I may, my issue is still in B tier with Todoroki's mom, and without everybody going like, oh my god, like
No, it's
Yeah,
fine.
like
You can move
it's-
her up now that I moved up Getten. I
but
only vetoed so that she
I
was
just
with
don't
Getten.
I don't actually know that I even know where she would go, because like, yeah, you can say like, oh, she got, Todoroki has her quirk, and because Todoroki is so good at using the ice, like it has to be good. Like there's no, I mean, is there any instance at all that we can think of that someone has like where a quirk was passed down to the next generation of kin and like they were better at it than their parent? Like, has that at all in this show yet? Can anybody think of a scenario where that's happened?
Not
Or
that
like
it
a trainee
not
is-
that it like inherently has happened where it's like they're automatically stronger or
Because
better.
I just
You just
feel like
have to
Todoroki
assume
might
that the
be more
parent will
naturally
train them.
right. But well, what I don't, it doesn't appear that she trained him at all, because
That's because
she was,
she's dead.
she
Yeah.
was no, she's institutionalized, right?
I thought she died.
Yeah.
In,
Yeah, she was institutionalized when he was like young, so he pretty
Didn't
much
she
was left
die
on
then?
to his own vices and only training with Endeavor. So that was my only like thought process, is like, is she B? Is she A because she's obviously got to be so strong, or is she lower because like maybe that good and Todoroki just enhanced the quirk that could be really good, but she didn't know. I don't know.
So it's like we didn't. Yeah, this is another one
That's
where it's
tough.
like we
Those types
never
of
have
things
seen
are
an
tough.
inkling of anything. It's all speculatory. I think if it's an ice quirk, it should be hanging around with Getten. I think it's the same. That's my argument earlier for dropping her to B, was that Getten was in B for some reason, and so I vetoed it and made her B because I couldn't rationally
So
see
you think
two
she
people with the
has to
same
be
quirk.
just because it's an ice based quirk that we don't know is even potentially.
So I
as good as
picture
Getten?
Frozone. I picture Frozone for a lot of like picturing how like ice works a lot. You
Like
can
from
slide
The
around.
Incredibles?
You can travel around with it. Yeah, you can like
Nice.
do a lot of shit with ice that you can't do with fire, for instance. Like you can fly with ice. You can travel super fast with ice. Like blasting fire, you can't necessarily travel super fast or do anything.
Well, we've seen that you now can.
Endeavor can. Dobby can't, that we know of.
Sure.
Dobby just blasts them like a flamethrower. Endeavor has like I forget how they explain it. He does
Like a
explain it though in
burst.
this last season. Yeah, you can like control how it bursts out of you though. I don't know if necessarily Dobby can do that. And even if you can, it's a little more destructive. I don't know. Ice seems just like a little more applicable for like heroes and shit. I don't know. I think she can hang where Getten hangs. It's one and the same quirk to me. You're manipulating and creating ice.
I was just peeking
To have them separate is weird.
through at the idea.
If you want to put her in B or C, it's fine. I don't care. Or D. I don't care where you put her.
She's
I'm thinking
alright
A. I'm
there.
thinking A now because we moved.
Well, now
Getten up.
that's just just
Oh.
going off of speculation alone seems so crazy. But I mean, I guess
So we
it's-
see it's not just speculation though. We see Todoroki's ice ability, right? He didn't just magically get that from Endeavor. That ability is from his mother. So we know, like, based on what he has been able
Yeah, I
to
guess
use,
that's a good
exactly
point.
what she at least was
Like,
capable of, even if she
potential.
didn't do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not like we don't know anything about her.
Alright,
We see at least
yeah,
half
okay.
of the ability.
You've swayed me. I'm open to A. I'm open to A for Todoroki's.
I think
mom.
we've lost a lot of drive here. I think revising this list is tough. It's just creating more discourse.
No, I mean I'm open to it. That was a good point. I didn't think of.
So Centipede are still F. You really just want to keep him there.
He's a centipede, yeah.
Yeah, he does have venomous fangs though. I looked it up during a little break here. He does have venomous fangs, so let's keep that in mind.
All right, let's put him in D. That's fine.
Yes, a small win for centipedes everywhere.
I think the rest of the list looks fine.
And we're sure Slide and Go is D tier.
Yeah, I think
Yes.
so. I think probably
Yeah, I'm pretty
D tier.
firm on that.
I can't wait to see him in season 6 go like ape shit, like just zero gravity, just full speed, like speed of light level, no friction.
That would be hilarious.
Like he's like the ultimate end all be all boss that we fight. So is that good? That's our tier list for My Hero Academia.
Looks like it.
Oh man, what a fucking and this isn't even every character. That's how crazy this is.
I can't even see the whole thing on screen at one time. Yeah, that's it.
That's it, boys. Good job. This will
It's
be
intense.
second
We fucking
quarter
did
here.
it, guys. We did it.
Yeah. Very good job. Very good job. Next episode. So this is episode 9, part 1 and 2. You want to tease the 10th episode here? We got something special planned for episode 10, I think.
Yep. Next
Yeah, we
episode,
do.
we're showcasing our top 10 anime.
Yep.
All 3 of our top 10s.
Well, yeah. Let's gather
Oh,
our
wow.
lists
That's gonna
together.
be wild.
We're gonna
That's gonna
argue
be
about
a-
which person's list sucks.
Yeah, and just see what. Yeah, I think it provides a little more insight into what we like and stuff and what we hold close as anime. So I think that's cool. I'm really excited about that one. Are we gonna do all 3 of our top 10s or just one of our top 10s and then like?
All 3.
think all 3.
We'll just present our top 10s and we'll argue about them.
That's cool.
Like that. Just talk
I think
about
that's good. That's solid. All right, so follow us in the social media where we may or may not use our social media accounts. It's whatever. Follow Austin's SoundCloud. Follow
Austin's gonna be a famous rock star one day, guys. Follow his fucking SoundCloud.
Follow his SoundCloud. Austin, you need to get on YouTube too. You need to
We're working on it.
You need to expand some shit. That's fine. But that's it, boys. This has been the anime Shweebs extravaganza.
Sudes.
Arigato.
Oh, Jesus.